Live. Let's go, dude.
Speak English, dude.
Speaking English. What's up, everybody?
Pagarenta con tu boca. Pagarenta con tu culo.
I see Nate is backstage. Is he, I think he's texting. I think he's texting me. Pull me in. Hang on.
I'm telling chat, my own chat. Hey guys, don't worry, I'll be on in like 5 minutes because I just got home from getting tattooed for 4 hours, so I gotta eat real quick in like 5 minutes and then jump in.
Okay,
I'll be back.
Where'd you get tattooed?
Out.
He did.
He did tattoo, dickhead.
He did the back of his hammy, dude. I was like,
yeah.
Yeesh. That
he goes to my guy that I've been going to for like 20 years.
Really? Do you have the back of your hamstring done? Do either of you guys have that done?
No.
I was just scrolling and saw this.
It sounds
that's
miserable.
Here is what
Yep.
Nate got tattooed on the back of his yam.
Dude, that looks like a Savannah cat.
Yeah. Yeah, my guy's badass, bro.
Dude, Savannah cats are so sick.
Dan, I like your hat, bro. The Christ is King hat goes hard.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got a sneak peek at Dan's new merch. It's super legit, dude.
Dude, I haven't even dropped it yet, and people are like, where are you getting these shirts?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
Dude, Jesus is an outlaw. That one is so sick, dude.
Yeah, that one is.
That's the one. But anyway, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this story that from today. Nate actually covered it. My wife and I on our channel, we reacted to Nate's video where it was like this document comes out. Dan or Nate will probably have it all queued out, like the actual document we can look at. But it's like, here, hey guys, it's so corporate worded too. Like if you come from a corporate environment, it's like the email went out. It's all, this is urgent. Everyone, we need this language today, all caps. You know, and it's like, we need to blah blah on Candace Owens, who is doing whatever. It literally has verbatim things that they want them to post online and the names of the people who to do it. It's just like it's like a fucking 45 hollow point to the fucking face of your credibility forever if you're on that list.
Well, did y'all see the one where they're all posting like Candace Owens is demonic, and it's like,
no, that's exactly it.
I just covered it.
That's
too.
what they're.
I sent that shit to Nate. I covered that shit too. It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild how they all use the same exact language.
You want to know what's the most like? Well, on the side of like getting caught taking money to say things is obviously like the death of your credibility. But on the side of the people who are organizing this, it's like, dude, ChatGPT, if you literally went in, you're all, hey, we have 20 influencers. Can you give us original things for them to say that we can distribute? Because every single one of them, it's all Candace Owens is evil and demonic. It's like, that's all you've got, dude.
They're aiming for retards. And one thing we know about retards is that repetition affects retards in a really serious way, bro. That's like he gets in their comfort zone. So when you have somebody saying Candace Owens, demon, over and over and over again, it sticks in their heads, bro. They're not going for high IQ motherfuckers, like clearly with this.
That's fair. We got William Butcher. Thank you very much, Jesse. I like you watch your stuff. However, before you make yourself look non-intelligent, the letter was exposed and proven to be AI by its original source. No, I've seen. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, first of all, I saw a guy who did that exact thing and then showed it was AI, but like there's like 8 different sources on this. I don't know. When Nate comes on,
I don't know.
One of them was exposed as AI. I don't know. I'm the one who sent Nate the one that he has. I cannot vouch to the credibility of it. And I said that in my video. All I know is that like they are saying the same thing over and over again. It absolutely looks like it's scripted. And it just seems like retard shit to me.
Well, it's also just like, does anybody there? I don't think there's anybody disputing that people are getting paid to like,
Cat Turd is. Cat Turd's going to sue everybody.
I don't think it's realistic for them to like, release a document. I mean, it would have to be an inside source.
It was an email. It was supposedly like an email or something. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't do I haven't covered it yet. I know Nate did though, for sure.
It's pretty obvious though that they're all just either incompetent and they're like, oh, that was a good post. Let me say that she's a demon. And they all do it,
Yeah.
which is possible. It's possible. I mean, it's a copy and paste. But to sit there and call her a demon, like, dude, that's just stupid. It's a definition of stupid.
I like Bongina's crash out. Bongina's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, bro, are you transitioning, homie? Like, I feel like this is like the conversation before he comes out and he's like, you guys, I've been on estrogen treatments. I've been tucking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a mass shooter in the next 6 to 9 months.
Assuming he did not take money. Because if he took money, it's like, fucking get the fuck out of here. But like, I just looked at it like in that one, it's like if one of you guys got fucking murdered on national television and then some creator was all, oh, I'm going to do this fucking expose about fucking JD's wife, I'd be like, you fucking worthless, scum-sucking, see you next Tuesday. You can't say that word on live streams, but that's the only reason I had his back on this one thing but I'm like, if he took money, then fuck him, dude. And obviously anything Epstein, he's like, there's no way to defend him without running into, you fucking lied about the Epstein files on national television, dude. Like, it's just the end of every conversation when it comes to him.
Here's the thing though. Like, and I get that, like, our wives are basically civilians for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife isn't like out on the internet every day. She's not, running a fucking multi-million-dollar media company that, she's putting her face out there smiling and dancing and getting groped by JD Vance and shit like that. Like, there's legitimate causes for questioning what's going on in this situation, especially when it comes to some of that shit in Romania. Like, I'm not saying that there's actual proof that I've seen, but I haven't watched her shit either. Like, I haven't watched that documentary, but it's okay to ask these questions. Like, when people tell me I can't ask questions about shit, like, bitch, are we talking about like COVID in 2020 and 2021? I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, bro. Like, you could suck all of it, bro.
I think you actually just changed my mind. I think you just changed my mind. I think you just changed my mind, actually. Because like, I didn't even think about that. That like Bongino's like, she didn't choose this. It's like,
bullshit.
I mean,
she was a public figure. She was a public figure before she met Charlie.
That's true. You're right.
She was on a reality TV show about dating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has been a public figure. She was on that. Like, I'm a public figure. I'm not famous or any shit like that, but I'm a public. I put my face out there. I speak my stupid takes. People have every right to come attack me. You know what I'm saying?
I actually retract my opinion and update it based on new information fed to me by JD. You're right, dude. You're right. Actually, I was fucking wrong about that. I didn't even think about that. That like the basis of his whole thing is like, you're just attacking his widow. It's like, well, she is she is his widow, and I would be defensive of any of your guys' wife. Stop. She is trying to fucking run TPUSA.
Everybody stop. She's not a widow. She's the CEO of a fucking $250 million fucking company. Cut that. That shit's got to stop. We're not going to be emotionally blackmailed. Because, and then no, you decided to be the CEO of a fucking $250 million company.
And she was a public figure before that.
Responsibilities of running a $250 million fucking company, which includes the criticism for when your company is fucked up.
Well, she has no qualification to run anything like that. And that's what Bongina was saying. It's like, oh, she didn't choose this. Like, no, she kind of did. She could have put someone in there and been like, oh, I'm going to go mourn or, take some time to be respectful of my husband's company. But she's the front person now. Interviewing Nicki Minaj. Like, suck it, dude.
Dude, Nicki's one of us, man. You've been watching Nicki fucking on the Epstein shit?
I don't care. I think it's all fake.
That's
I think
possible.
It's all fake.
Jesse,
I don't buy that she's done that 180.
Say
I
again,
all the documents you were talking about earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah. Share them. I'll put them up.
Whenever you want to put them up on the screen.
Yeah, go for it.
Nate, why is your audio so terrible,
I don't know,
bro?
Like, people are saying that it's AI. And I'm like, I doubt it, but maybe.
Nate, audio. Why does your audio sound like you're like talking around a wiener penis, bro?
Me?
Yeah. Why does it sound so bad?
It sounds fine to me. Are you fucking?
Thanks, Jesse. Dick. I'm trying to fuck with him. He just got a new mic.
You fucker. Yeah, we could. Hold on. Let me. What do you want to? You want to see the? This one's a good one to look at first. I saw somebody trying to say that the email is AI. The email's already been fact checked through Grok and all AI systems. It's a real email, and that email perfectly matches all of these posts that were put out by all these MAGA influencers over the last 2 days. Like perfectly matches. This is the demon, right? The demon, the hell, and evil. The 3 code words that they're constantly trying to get everybody to use.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have this, which is the real nail in the coffin. This is the actual. This is the actual email.
The one I think is real.
No, this is real. This email has been proven real through both Grok and ChatGPT 5.0 and every other AI system as being a real email.
Oh, this is the one where they're like, these are the talk. God, these are
the talking points, and
this looks like every PowerPoint slide.
They even have everybody's name, dog. They even have everybody's name. This is what Milo was talking about. Milo was saying that these people better come forward and they better cop to this shit or he's going to expose them. And Milo has some weird channels, bro. I don't know if it's because he's gay. So like and you know, a lot of these conservative influencers, bro, they got the pillow talk between the mans. I don't know if he just sucks for info or how he gets it, but you don't want to fuck with Milo, bro. When Milo says he's got something, you're going to need to get penicillin.
He's the one. He's the one that came out and said he knew for absolute 100% certain that Charlie's body had not been buried 3 months afterwards, and then 5 days later is when Erica went on her big press tour to call out all the conspiracy theorists. Played real nice into my theory. Played real nice.
Yeah, he's the one who said Benny Johnson was butt fucking dudes at the SAS events. And Benny said, I am honor bound, duty bound to sue him and no lawsuit, bro.
Did he sue anybody, though? I said that in my video. I said, if he doesn't sue anybody, I can guarantee you that dude's a fucking pillow biter. I said that in my video the day that happened.
He said that Benny Johnson was smashing dudes. I didn't even know about that.
Oh, yeah, dude, and Benny's wife was crying in the lobby of the hotel at 3 SAS events in a row because Benny was up in rooms fucking boys.
Yeah.
So why doesn't Erica?
Don't shake your head at that, because I actually have a very close friend of mine who's a big content creator that everybody knows here that worked with him directly, that privately told me a bunch of stories about when they worked together about 8 years ago, Benny trying to hit on dudes at the workplace and actually getting, I believe, fired for sexually assaulting a dude in the office.
Sexually assaulting a dude. Jesus. Believe me, I wasn't shaking my head because I didn't believe it. I was shaking my head laughing
from behind him and then trying to in the office and then trying to like posture to him after I told you about this, JD, didn't I?
Yeah. And Jesse, I'll send you some clips. I could show you. I literally did a full-length video on it. I did a full-length video on it and then like rewatched it and I'm like, fuck, I just got off a week's ban. Yeah. They're absolutely gonna ban me if I fucking post this shit. I'm scared, bro. They got me shook.
Super well known that dude's very, very gay.
Dan, what was that? Dan, what were you gonna say about Erica?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You guys need to shut the fuck up. I'm trying to say something.
Yeah, what were you saying about Erica?
Why doesn't Erica, I mean, if it's really that big of an issue and they're putting out this email like, hey, you got to go after her, why doesn't Erica sue her? I mean, that's ultimately, if there's really a problem.
I'll tell you what I think. I think Discovery is going to. Yeah. Well, honestly, at this point, with all the stuff I've looked into with doing the Charlie's Alive series, it's like I can say pretty confidently that it's either Charlie's Alive or TPUSA really was involved in whacking him out. Like, which I find extraordinarily hard to believe that these guys would conspire on that. But Discovery would get them into, because think about what Candace has claimed. Discovery, she gets to go get access to all their shit to see if what she said is true. You know what I mean?
Yep. You get a subpoena everything and everyone.
Yeah.
So where do you think Charlie is, Jesse?
I have no idea.
He's in the mountains somewhere?
Tel Aviv, bro. He's in Tel Aviv just like Big Jeffrey.
That is possible. I thought about that as maybe, the whole thing of I'm leaving the Jewish lobby, all that stuff would be pretext to where no one would ever think that that's where he is or something, maybe. But I don't know. I have no idea.
Could be.
Jess, you still haven't. I talked to Jesse in detail about this. I don't know. I haven't seen you cover it. Have you covered?
Yeah, the next episode.
Explain the cavitation in his neck
Yep. The next episode I did after that, because I was actually going to do a different episode, but because after the first episode, you and I talked, and I'm like, okay, because I realized like I don't like people evaluate big things like this differently, where like the way I think about it is like, I'll first look, I'm like, okay, why would someone have done this? Then I'll look at their behavior, and then I'll look into the other stuff. And you were like, if you can't show me this, then I won't listen to anything else. I was like, okay, so then I got to do the next one. Like the second episode was all about that.
I need it. I think I seen the first and fourth. I need to go back and watch.
Yeah, the second one was like where there's a guy who he literally, it's from 4 years ago, way before this whole thing happened. And he's showing how they do this in the movies to make it look just like this. And like so once you see how they do it in the kind of explanation of how they do it in Hollywood movies, then you go back and then you go look at that day looking for the like signatures of what you saw from that thing. And it's like there. So, I mean, I wouldn't bet my life on it.
I want to get all your guys' takes on who you think we know now through all these documents that obviously, and this isn't the first time this happened. We've seen this with this just happened with Alex Jones when he came out and said Pam Bondi released all the files, and then like 15 other MAGA influencers on Twitter all said the exact same thing, all at the exact same time. It turned out to be complete bullshit. But we've seen this now multiple times from all of these MAGA accounts that are all putting out the same shit at the same time. Who do you guys think it's being funded? Who do you guys think is funding it? Who's sending these emails out? Like Jesse, you said this is and I agree with you. This is a very corporate structured email. You can tell. Like,
Israel.
Who do you guys think is funding this and delineating all this out to all these creators to do this? It's obviously a big psyop, but I don't know it's true now.
This, I would say that the Candace one is probably TPUSA specifically. But I think the Epstein file one, it looks exactly the same, but I would assume is way higher than just like TPUSA doing. It's got to be bigger than that. And I would guess it is exactly what you guys are alluding to.
Well, this recent one with Candace and Tucker, right? Because this is the big demonic push to discredit them. Who do you? I think it's TPUSA too, but I think there might be more to that. What do you guys think?
But who funds TPUSA?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with JD. I think it's TPUSA. Israel's involved. I mean, there's not a lot else that makes sense.
Did you guys watch the Tucker and Huckabee interview?
Maybe it's Ben Shapiro.
I did a whole video.
What
did you think about that overall?
I was shocked at how dumb Mike Huckabee is. And I don't mean, and I said this in my video, I don't mean like dumb because I don't agree with him because he's a giant Israel shill. I mean, like objectively dumb. He didn't know anything about the global war on terror. He thought that invading Iraq was a referendum on 9/11. He said that in the interview. And you're like, you sure about that? Because Saddam Hussein had fucking nothing to do with 9/11. We've never claimed that. No one's ever claimed that. And then you actually listen to him try to explain things biblically, and you're like, pretty sure you've never read the Bible, Mike. Like, none of this is in the Bible. Like, I was just shocked at how fucking dumb he was.
Yeah, I've had that experience before. Like, when I listened to the recording of them when they were first, you remember when Ghislaine Maxwell did that long, I don't know if it was like an interview or deposition, whatever, and they put her in like the nicer prison. And I listened to some of that, and the guy who was questioning her versus her answers, you couldn't even see any videos, just their voices. And it was like, I was listening to that going, she is legitimately 4 to 5 times smarter than whoever this guy is that's asking her the questions. It's like, I'm like, you're never going to get anything out of her that she doesn't want to give you. She's giving you exactly what she wants to, and you're getting nothing else. And you're not equipped to even try to push her if you wanted to. The guy sounded like a moron.
Yo, hold on 1 second. Nate, are you eating soup out of a chip bag?
It's walking tacos, bro.
Bro, you're giving me flashbacks from prison. That's what we all did. Walking around eating soup. That's crazy, bro. That's
walking
prison
tacos.
Shit.
It's tacos with it's like a bag. It's like you put they got chips and crispy chicken and nacho cheese and all sorts of shit in these. There's a food truck down.
Eating a spread.
Food truck down the road.
Convict food. Convict food. That's what you're eating.
Yeah, Dan, what did I blow up today?
So yesterday we blew up. We did. Can your whole living room save you from a 50 cal? So we like put a dryer in there, a chair, a table, And yeah, nothing stopped it. And then we did fire extinguishers, and that was sketchy. That was really
shot
sketchy.
Fire extinguishers.
Yeah, and when you breathe in that stuff, oh my god,
it's not good.
We were struggling for the rest of the day after that. But yeah, I just posted the exploding mic test.
The one we just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a funny one.
I gotta see that. I haven't seen that yet.
Did you include me and you both fucking eyeballing a watermelon with a gun that's this big at like 35 yards?
Yeah, your stripper gun, man.
The stripper gun, dude.
Yeah, we're like, gun. He pulls this tiny ass gun out, and Dustin's like, "Oh no way, you're a stripper back in the day."
Yeah, it's absolutely the gun that Benny Johnson's male prostitute had just in case in his back pocket, dude. It was like
100%.
So it was because he's like, "What calibers do you have?" And I was like, "We could definitely do a segment or something where this is literally the gayest gun of all time." But then afterwards, we're like, "Let's see if anybody can hit anything with it from 35 yards." And we both fucking eyeballed this thing first shot.
What do here's one that's going to be controversial. We're I don't know, 5-6 months in. What do you guys think? We know what Jesse thinks. He just did a 5-part series. What happened to Charlie? At this point, what do you guys, if you had to give your real take on what happened to Charlie, who killed him, how it was done, where are you guys at?
Israel.
But like how though? Like, you know what I mean?
I really like the idea of I don't know. I think there was something in Discord where people were talking about it or something, and Tyler I think he was in it, and there was an argument that he wasn't the shooter. He was just like there and on the roof, and maybe they tricked him in going on the roof because we saw the video. He's not carrying a gun, so it's like, and it's not in his backpack. He didn't, put it together, take it apart, and then throw it in the woods, re-put back together. So I like the theory of he was kind of, I don't know, I guess lured there by somebody, and then somebody else took the shot, and then they blamed it all.
Dan, that was my theory on day 3 that I put out.
I remember hearing that you say that, and I was like that's a fucking sharp take, dude.
That's exactly what I thought, and this is why I said it. And this was like day 3 or 4 with the 30-06 because it didn't make sense. But I started running my brain through how would I action this target, which is kind of fucked up to say, but with my experience. And I was like, well, if I wanted to pull this off, what I would do is probably get a kid like Tyler Robinson and tell him, hey man, we need you to stash the gun here in the woods for the actual shooter. The actual shooter is going to show up. He's going to grab the gun. What I need you to do is I need you to go up to the roof of the Lo-Fi Center. That way you can keep an eye on what's happening and you can report back to us. If anything bad happens, then all of a sudden, boom, gunshot goes off. Charlie Kirk gets shot in the throat. He panics. He takes off running off the roof. He's got no gun with him. And then all of a sudden he stashes the 30-06 in the woods that we now know very clearly was not actually put there by him. And it has 5 different people's DNA on it. I said that on like day 4, and I think it's starting to look like there's a decent chance, Dan.
Had you heard that the dogs, the gun finding dogs couldn't find it before the FBI? I literally had never heard that until last night. I was gonna do a whole episode. My live stream tomorrow night is gonna be really breaking all that down. We use as Green Berets, we use bomb dogs on every combat operation we ever go on. Like, I'm very, very intimately familiar, and I've had dogs find the craziest shit IED related, like on target, where you're just like, there's no way that dog would have been able to find this fucking like digged out basement 3 feet below the ground that's got a massive cache of explosives. Those dogs can smell explosive debris from fucking a mile away, dude. A mile away. Like, if that 30-06 actually, I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to give away a lot of this because it's super interesting. I was watching, I think it was Jimmy Dior, maybe Jesse, maybe you guys were talking about it with the bomb dogs. And I was like, oh, there's so much good shit here that people really don't realize. That's like the idea that 30-06 was just used within that day to take that shot, but a bunch of bomb dogs couldn't find a 30-06 that just shot high-powered rifle rounds. Nah, dude. Yeah, that's exactly what I said in my video. I was like, I could smell it. I could smell it if it got shot an hour ago and it's sitting there. Fuck it. They could smell that shit from a literal mile away. That dog could track that 30-06 down.
So
I think also
I'm really interested to see what the defense for Tyler Robinson is in this, because I feel like Robinson is just like a degenerate retard that like they absolutely used. Like he's
MK
clearly
Ultra, baby.
Like what? And I know someone who's close with people at TPUSA, and they've told me, inside source, that the prosecution has a video of Tyler Robinson taking the shot. I would have to see that fucking video. I don't think he made that shot, bro.
Really?
I don't
Well, they should have that video because there is cameras. And this has been proved through Graham. What's his name? God, he was on my show.
Graham Allen.
Ian too.
No, not Graham Allen. Stephen Gardner. Sorry, I was thinking about Graham Allen. Stephen Gardner was on
way
the show.
different than Graham, bro.
Yeah, that's way different. He actually he went to the spot Tyler took the shot from and turned around and said, "There's the fucking camera that showed all this, direct line of sight." So they definitely have that footage. Are they going to show, if they don't, and here's what I've said for months, if they don't show us the footage of him taking the shot in the trial, automatically you can throw the entire thing out as being a setup and a cover up, because they have that.
You think he's even going to get to the trial? I think something's going to happen to him.
Probably not. No.
I think that there's going to be some, well, I don't know, but like my hypothesis, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, because again, I think Charlie's alive. And if that's the case, I'm like, Charlie wouldn't fucking bury some kid in jail forever or the death penalty. So like, I'm like, how could they do this though? And the only thing I could think of is that if they have some kind of ace up their sleeve piece of evidence that pins it on Lance, the boyfriend, who's a way more likely suspect anyway. He's like a schizophrenic lunatic with a history of violence. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, because Tyler looks like a fucking creep psycho in these like trial videos though. I mean, like when I look at him, I'm like, he looks.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. Like Jesse and I obviously have done a couple of videos on this, and I just don't know if a guy like Tyler Robinson, I don't know how much he shot, but dude, that is a tough shot. And we were out there with no distraction, taking our like sweet time. Like when you're, I don't know what it's like, but I imagine your adrenaline's through the roof.
Yeah.
And then the whole story about him taking apart the gun. It's like, oh, okay.
You know about
Let's
that
take
too.
apart
What I was thinking about the taking apart the gun that I was going to ask you. Do you guys remember in the story where it was like, oh, they took the gun apart? Was the gun still assembled when they found it in the chicken coop, or was it disassembled when they found it? Do you guys know?
No.
The chicken coop?
Like when law enforcement supposedly recovered the rifle, was it fully assembled, or was it half broken down? Or do you understand what I'm saying? Like was it in two pieces, or was it still assembled when they found it? Like when the FBI
I could probably find out inside information on that. I have a source that's tight with TPUSA.
The reason I ask is just,
it would make no sense. Why would he? What is the point of afterwards you breaking the gun down? Like
what is no sense?
There's I mean you've just shot it. The goal is to get away. Like you have the gun. You're gonna have to get rid of it regardless. Like your time is everything in that situation. So why the hell would you be like, oh, let me get a screwdriver out and fuck around with this, and then
here's why.
If I get caught.
Yeah.
Here's why, brother. To make the narrative that it was old fuckboy that took the shot makes sense, because everybody's saying, you can see he doesn't have the gun. He's just running with an empty bag. If they disassembled it to make it make sense with the video that they've released.
Well, also, and whoever put it there, they need to get it in and out of that air, or get it into that area without anybody realizing they're about to plant it. So if it was in two pieces, now you can transport something this big as opposed to something this big, from your vehicle to when you put it down.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Also, all the footage before of him like walking through, that's the other thing. It's like, where's the gun? He would have had to come beforehand, plant the gun on the roof, and then come back a different day.
Which is possible.
It's possible, but where's that footage?
They never said that could happen either.
They would still have video of a different day, him walking with a a backpack or whatever else. I mean, we have, as far as I know, everything that's out there. I don't know what the prosecution has, but yeah, I don't think it was Tyler Robinson, man. It's just too high level.
No.
It's just too high level of that's a tough shot, man.
It's a tough shot.
I mean, it's not a tough shot if you're shooting like an IPSC target, but if you're trying to hit a neck, it's not easy.
Yeah. And think about this too, like, and with like when we set the, I thought of a $150 as a very easy shot until we were at your ranch, and like when you're actually looking at it at 150, and then you imagine all those people. There's so many people moving around. There's so much distraction and all that.
Right.
Nate's like laughing. He's like,
Nate's like, it's an easy shot, guys.
Dude.
He has no audio though. Like Nate,
no audio.
There's no audio, Nate.
Turn on your microphone, brother. That sweet new mic you got.
No, yeah, I'll let you know if it comes on. But yeah, like,
oh, he left. He rage quit. No,
he's been trying to fix it. He's been in and out a few times.
All right, are we good?
Yeah, we're good now.
Yes, we can hear you.
Fucking brand new computer crashed. I bought all this brand new shit to not have this happen. Okay, timeout. No, Dan, I'm not going to say how easy that shot is. I'm going to do the opposite. As a guy who's fucking shot people in high stress environments, everybody thinks like, oh, this was an easy 140-meter shot. And it's like, yeah, while you're at the fucking flat range shooting an IPSC, like Dan said, that's a super easy shot. Under, like, let's think about the conditions of this. There's 3,000. Am I lagging? What the fuck?
You're lagging, but we can hear you fine.
God, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. You got 3,000 people. You infiltrated. You snuck to the top of the roof. You're about to take a shot to assassinate a high-profile person. You know the likelihood is you are most likely going to get fucking smoked the second you take this shot. You are going to die. 9 out of 10 times you're going to die before you leave this scenario. Think about the amount of adrenaline that's going through your body as you're underneath that glass. Charlie's moving around. He's doing this, right? He's not a stationary target.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
This is not the easiest fucking shot in the world when you start. And keep in mind, this is for someone like me. Now we're talking about a 22-year-old kid who's got no background other than, he shot a little bit, maybe hunted a couple times. And he's going to take the most high stress shot fucking ever. Is not as easy as people think. And Dan, you guys know this as people that shoot. One little twitch off that shot, and that round move is fucking 8, 10, and 12 inches. You could easily move a head box, a throat box, right? This is 4 to 5 inches. Yeah. One little slight miss on that, you're going to whiff the target. Now you've let off that 30-06 round. Everybody knows where you're at. Everybody's taking cover. It's an extremely high stress environment. It's nowhere near as easy as people are trying to make it out to be. Is the shot itself potentially easy? Sure. But in that context, fuck that, dude. Especially when you know you're probably going to die after you take that shot.
That's why I
don't know. Professional, bro. Jesse, I think we should do another one, but we should do we should try to recreate. Obviously, we can't recreate the adrenaline of thinking that you're like about to be killed. But if we added,
you can, Dan.
Yep,
you can. I do this with my students all the time. I end every course with a stress shoot.
How do you do it?
So what do we do?
I'm gonna make you do a shit ton of PT before you ever even engage into that target. Right. This is what we do in our special forces tests, our test outs. Cephalic test outs and Sephardic test outs. I'm going to make you run 100 meters. I'm going to make you carry fucking sandbags. I'm going to make you do all this shit to get your fucking adrenaline and your blood pressure and everything through the roof, right? Your heart rate's going to be at 120, 130. And then I'm going to make you try to take those shots.
Bro, Dan, if on New Year's
because that's what combat's like, right? Combat, I'm fucking running around. I'm trying not to get shot. I'm carrying a buddy that just got shot. Like my adrenaline's through the roof. My heart rate's at 150 the entire time. That's what it's like. So that's what I would do for you guys. Yeah,
I got the idea. We're gonna do that. Sorry, JD. 1 sec. We're gonna do that, but I'm gonna get an air horn.
We do that too. Yeah.
Have somebody hold it while I'm about to shoot, or whoever's shooting. And then we're gonna hang a piece of meat off of a T-post and swing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That way, I think that would be really interesting. I don't think any of us are hitting any of that.
Yeah. Not a heavy swing, but just like a swing. Just like this. Yeah. So it moves like a person who's kind of doing this in their seat or whatever. Yeah, that's solid.
And it's a frangible round, which we shot those. It sounds suppressed. There's no way that thing's going as fast as a regular round.
Well, no. Those ones, though, I think it was due to degraded powder. But it still went right through though. But dude, someone was telling me that there are 30-06 like varmint rounds that Fran. So I think I might have
one of my viewers already tested that out, Jesse.
Oh, really? And they went right through.
Yeah. Adam the Fisher, one of my viewers, he tested it out. He did a whole YouTube video on it, and guess what?
Right through
everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
what about
if you really want to
go ahead.
If you really want to recreate the adrenaline, get an EpiPen, dog. Slam a fucking EpiPen.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or even like some extreme smelling salts.
You could do that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really get your fucking dick hard and then try it.
Dude, I've never done those.
Dude, I'll just pop a bunch of Cialis.
Rogan in them.
I'll send you some super boner pills, brother. Bros always got to help each other get bricked up.
Just walk in and the camera pans up.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we do it we hang a kettlebell from my rock hard. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
You get real weird with this.
But like, Dan, you're at the ranch. What we could do too is, because like where we take that shot from, it like if we carried shit and ran up there, we'd be fucking beat when we get up there, dude. That's like
well, the angle's perfect. That hill that we're shooting on is at least 30 feet high over the target. I was thinking though, somebody commented about do you remember when Candace brought up the trap door theory where somebody was shooting from below? I don't know. I mean, it's still hard to believe it's any level of rifle round because there was no exit. But
when we shot, the only thing we shot that stopped in the roast was from the little like sex worker gun, and we shot a hollow point 380 entered a roast about this big and didn't exit. That's like the only round that we shot that didn't go through that.
Even like Dan just brought up, even a 5.56 round, dude, at 140 meters. Dude, I've watched 5.56 rounds canoe fucking skulls, just blowed skulls out over and over and over and over again. It can happen. I mean, I've had, one of my buddies came on Green Beret that literally got shot in the spine by an AK-47 round, no exit wound. The difference with his was he got shot high up in the spine, and it tracked like 32 inches through his body and then stashed in his ass cheek, right? And you're like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? It's not as strong as a round as a 30-06. It tracked down his spine. It traveled 30 inches through flesh. It stayed in his body. But that's not the story of Charlie Kirk. The story of Charlie Kirk is a 30-06 round hit him in the throat, tracked 4 inches, and then lodged in his T1. It's like, when we start looking at that, then it's like there's situations where there's going to be no exit wound, but a human neck from 140 meters with a 30-06, that's not one of those situations.
Yeah. A piece of lead going 3,000 feet per second is not stopping. I don't know if there is like I'm trying to think, like, I don't think there's a human neck on Earth that has any shot of stopping a 30-06.
NFL linebacker, maybe, but I mean, no, the average 30-06 round has to go through 30 inches of flesh before it's stopped.
Is that right? 30 that's the like 30 inches.
Yeah, and you're talking about a moose, and that's because it's going to go through a fucking moose, dude. This 30-06 that's sitting right here has gone through and through a fucking moose's chest. This one, and this is a World War II Browning 30-06 that my grandpappy gave me, just like the grandpappy's old rifle, right?
Yeah,
kill elk and moose with that all the time.
I mean, how can we make this a little more realistic as far as what we're shooting? I mean, I can get like a legit, we just have to save it out or cut out but I can get like a legit cutout of a cow and stack it up a bunch to where there's a ton of bone. I really don't want to do that though. That's
but I mean,
like
how much more do you need to do with the tests we've all
I
done,
know.
dude? Like we've shot through. I shot through half-inch fucking steel, dude. Like
we have essentially we've disproven that it was a 30-06. It's still fun to do though. You know? It's still just fun.
I am interested to do the adrenaline part because I don't think Jesse, I don't think you, me, or Dustin, I don't think we're gonna hit it.
So Dan, to give you some context, the last rifle course I taught, we have like a long range, short range. So you're going to shoot like CQB style, but you're also going to shoot out to like 100 and 200 meters. And we run guys and I do that. You're going to do a shit ton of cardio, get your heart rates up. And my students, they'll run it all through. And then I'll do it at the end as an instructor. And dude, the last time we did it, I think the fastest time the best student in the class had was like 8 minutes, and he was pretty good. And then I did it 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Not because, I'm in some great shape, but just because I understand how to shoot under duress, that I was able to crush people. But those are actually my students who couldn't even come close to that time are guys that shoot a lot and are like big rifle enthusiasts. Now you put that stress under a 22-year-old kid who plays Magic the Gathering and video games for his hobbies, and you put him under that stress to take that shot, it starts to to get silly, man.
I think just mental.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to take off. It's my daughter's first night at youth group, and she's never been here before. And I don't let my daughter go anywhere without everybody seeing me and knowing that I'm what they're going to deal with if anybody fucks with my daughter.
Dude. I'm going to leave.
I'm just going to jump off screen. I'm going to leave it open for my viewers so that they can hang out and watch if they want, or they can jump to any of your guys' channels. But I had some supers. If at the end, when you read supers, some of them are to you, Nate, and that's asking some pretty interesting questions. I love you guys. I appreciate you. It was good to jump on here. If I didn't already have this thing going on, I'd still be here. But, Dad takes precedence.
You're the best. Go intimidate the predators, dude.
Yes, sir. It's church. It's my daughter's going to a new youth group that she's never been to before. Anytime my daughter goes anywhere, school and youth group, anything like that, I make sure they know there's a strong,
a big, scary, tattooed felon ready to murder them.
Basically. I mean, because I know that from a predator's profile, they specifically choose girls that don't have a strong father or man in their life, and so I always put that foot forward. And so that's a duty as a man.
Good man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all.
All right, buddy.
I appreciate you, Jesse. Do you just want to shoot me to the waiting room, or?
Yeah. I'll just do that, and then you're good.
All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Love you guys in the chat.
Later, Doug.
See you, buddy.
Dude, it's funny. I actually saw one of those where they interviewed this guy who had just gotten out of prison for some horrific crime against.
That's a famous clip you're about to talk about.
Yeah, and he's like, "How do you choose your victims?" And he said, kids that are isolated, that don't have a lot of parental supervision and all that. I always think about that. And he
specifically said, "I look at the father first."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing I look at before I target a child is I look at the father. And if the father is someone that I think is a threat, then I won't try to go after that child.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
If you smart,
that makes a lot of sense.
Is your priority.
So what I was saying was I'm just trying to think of the mental side. We're talking about adrenaline and all that, and I'm about to be shot, but just the mental side of I'm about to kill somebody who's just innocent, just trying to help people or talk to a crowd. Just that in itself, I think, would totally mind fuck somebody. And then the adrenaline, and apparently he's taking the gun apart and shoving it up his ass. So,
I never thought about that. Every situation I've been in war is the people are trying to kill you back. You're right. The Taliban were trying to fucking kill me. ISIS was trying to kill me and my teammates. Right. So that gunfight is a two-way gunfight. I've never been in a situation where it's like I'm about to try to kill this innocent person. Right. I haven't even thought about the mental effects of that on a supposedly 22-year-old kid deciding to try that. So thought experiment, it's Tyler Robinson. The thing about it is that these guys, they genuinely believe that
Charlie is some kind of evil character that poses some kind of whatever in society, you know? So, but a person who's never killed a person before, ever, and they're looking down the barrel of I mean, like that, I can't even imagine. Like
it's surreal.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The first time, it's surreal.
I can't even imagine getting there, like mentally getting there when it's just an innocent person that like, oh, you don't like what they say online. Like even getting to that thought.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what like all these people who are like, oh, Candace Owens is demonic. Like there's probably some weirdos out there who's like, oh, I got to get Candace.
100%. That's
why they're same thing.
Bro, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it. Do not be fucking fooled. They think if anybody who thinks this coordinated campaign attack, and it's very specific language, Dan, as you just brought up, calling her evil, demonic, scum, subhuman, like all of these things are to make her seem not like a human being that can incentivize this type of crazy fucking person to try to fucking kill her. That's really sharp. Don't be fooled. That is the real intent behind what they're actually doing. Do you think they're actually going to stop Candace Owens' episodes from doing big views? No, they're not going to do that, but they're trying to portray her as this fucking demonic entity that it makes it morally justifiable if some crazy fuck decides to kill her. That's the entire, we saw it with Trump too, right? They did the exact same thing with Trump. And obviously, you know, some of us, me and Dan, are very critical of Trump, but like we can look at the reality of that and go, yeah, the same thing is happening. They try to dehumanize people to try to incentivize these people that are a little bit fucking off their rockers to potentially carry out that violence. That's what they're doing with Candace, dude.
That's
and Tucker,
so smart.
They want fucking Candace and Tucker fucking dead, dude. That's, I mean, it's obvious.
So Graham Allen, he's one of the you know, in the cuck group with Bongino. He was saying that that's what Candace is trying to do to Erica. And it's such a wild take. It's like, okay, so you're an Candace is an investigative journalist.
Is she calling Erica a demonic scum? Is she calling her an evil something? She's not doing that. She's saying, hey, you should look into. Here's real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt, Dan, but this also bugs me is that people are like their side, the Zionist side, the TPUSA side. You're not allowed to criticize Erica. Hold on. In any fucking high profile murder case that's highly suspicious conditions, who's the first person that's investigated? 100% of the time, the spouse. Dude. And somehow Erica Kirk gets off that. It's like she gets this special treatment that no other spouse. If either any of our wives or girlfriends were smoked, who's the first fucking person the FBI would investigate? Us.
Mm-hmm. So Candace brought this up, and I thought this was an excellent point. But if the roles were reversed, and you know, Charlie was just someone who I had never known about Erica before any of this. But if he was the same situation as Erica, and she was the big name, he for sure, at the minimum, with all of the crap that has came out, would at least be brought in to be questioned. Bare minimum.
You could not convince the world that he didn't do it in the inverse. Right. That even if there was the most incontrovertible evidence ever that it was someone else, in a reverse situation where she's this huge star, it's like Oprah or something, and Oprah gets killed, and then Oprah's like, you know, like person you've never heard of, and all of a sudden is like, hello, I'm the new Oprah. I'm
the new CEO of the company.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that either. That's funny,
a great point. If the roles were reversed, it would be completely different.
Dude, now that you think about it, like take the optics away of this situation. Think of any big CEO anywhere. Oh, he died, and his wife took over the company 3 days later. It's like,
what?
What are her qualifications? What are qualifications she has done?
More suspicious, dude.
I know, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
You're like, that's
and it was
incentive.
instant
what was
too.
Your incentives? Oh, now you're in charge of the $250 million company?
And they made that decision like within 36 hours. It's like, well, wait, what's your role been with TPUSA? And she's like, wait, what? And they're all, you're the CEO. She's like, you didn't even get nothing. Like all these guys have been working with him. Like, and even if you wanted to play like, oh, you know, like what about a different female? Stacey Sheridan is 100,000 times more qualified to run that organization than Erica. It's like there's no plausible explanation that makes any sense.
Hold on, what's Erica's qualifications to run a $500 million fucking company?
She did a reality TV show. Duh.
I've got a master's degree in business. Like I'm not even qualified to fucking run that company, dude. I'd have no idea where to start. And I'm 1,000 times more qualified and educated than she is on business, and I'd be overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So, from a business standpoint, thinking about if I was in the company at a high level, no company is going to be like, oh, so the CEO died, the wife gets ownership. Yeah, the wife gets ownership. Let's put her on the front page of New York Times. That way we get more business. It's like it may work for a little bit. You'll sell, a little more for a while, but then it's like, what the fuck is she doing in there? Like,
it's insane more when you think about it. Yeah.
Every single situation like that where you go, what the fuck is going on? If you insert my hypothesis, you're like, well, I guess that would make sense. Like, so wait, so Erica would be the CEO if Charlie was still running the company and he needed his wife in there to still, okay, well, that makes sense. It's like 30-6 didn't blow out his neck. It's like, so wait, what? And they're like, oh, if they faked it, then what? It's like, oh, okay, every single one of those things, if you insert the hypothesis, it works. And it's like, oh, none of them are showing any grief. It's like, huh. It's like, what's the first thing they did once it was, once Charlie got killed and they established it was the leftists? It's like, well, they deemed Antifa left-wing terrorists and they started going after their funding sources, who are the exact same people that were green lighting, Jack Smith to try to put Trump in jail. And now they get to go try to put them in jail. And it's like every single thing, you just kind of stick it in there and it's like, huh. I don't know for sure, but that's why I keep on coming back to it, because I'm like, keeps on answering these questions that I can't answer any other way.
Well, none of it ever made sense of like just the way the whole thing with TPUSA transpired afterwards. Like he gets shot. They immediately put the wife in. Like, was she running shit at TPUSA? No. Like Andrew Colvett and Blake Neff, any of these guys made 1,000 times more sense to come in and take the CEO role. But here's what I firmly believe and why they did it. And I've said this a bunch of times on my show. I think the entire point of putting Erica Kirk in charge as the CEO was to give them the emotional blackmail to not have people look into their company. Because what they get to say is the poor, distraught widow, we can't attack her. We can't go after her. We can't investigate anything. Well, she's the CEO of the company. And since the CEO of the company is the poor, distraught widow, well, you can't go after the company either. Right? So now the company has immunity from criticism because you can't criticize
That's so dumb, though.
But that's what they did. And they said, well, you can't criticize Erica Kirk, and since she's the CEO, you can't criticize TPUSA. And I think that was their game plan all along of like, hey, put in the poor widow. That way nobody's going to fucking be able to criticize us or look into us and see our financials and see us fucking lying about everything. That's what I think the real reason why TPUSA shoved her front. That, and I think there's a lot of political stuff in the future that I think they're trying to leverage. With
JD, baby.
Yeah. But I think that's what it really boils down to is they thought that this was going to be this smooth sailing, put in the poor grieving widow. Nobody's going to say anything bad. And it worked for like a month.
Yeah.
And then people started, and then she was such a bad actor that people were like,
what's wrong with her? Yeah. And the other thing too is, to your point about because I watch Wolves in Finance, him looking into their financials, and then Danks, my buddy, he's done a ton of investigations into the way that the business is set up, and all these companies that they had that were, contracted to do like social media or contracted to do marketing, whatever, but they own those companies. And so they're paying millions of dollars to like Tyler Boyer, to fucking, this person, that person, this person. And it never really dawned on me when I was looking at that that stuff's illegal. And until I saw the clip of Charlie where he's explaining to some guy, he's like, do you know why I cried the night that Trump won? Is because I knew that if we had not won, that I was going to federal prison because Jack Smith had targeted me in the investigation. And so if you assume that he knew that there were actual financial crimes being committed, then by taking himself off the map, now they have every other person who was involved in any of it has a clean slate, because if they ever investigate them in the future, they're like, oh yeah, well, that's in the Charlie era. Charlie was in charge of all of that. Now he's gone. So they all get immunity.
I didn't think about that. That's a great point, because you can go, nah, that was Charlie. Charlie was the CEO. He did that.
And he sends that note right beforehand where he's like, hey, we're going to do a Doge style audit. Everybody's in their mind. They're like, oh, that's why they killed him. But in reality, it's like Charlie's like, oh, yeah, we're going to do some things. And then so you can see we immediately restructured. It just happened to be right after Charlie got killed. All of that is the Charlie era. You know what I mean? But, and Cash Patel, you're like, why would he say that Valhalla thing? You know what I mean? Like, is he really trying to be like, is he
likes
really,
Nate, dude?
Yeah, because it was a shot at me because I like shit on him more than anybody else in social media space.
Dude, me and Nate were talking about this. I really wish some of these people would respond to us, like Dan Bongina and Graham Allen and Tim Pool.
If Kyle Kalinske responded to me, I would be so fucking happy, dude. But yeah, anyway, Cash, dude,
I was telling JD, I'm like, the thing about on my other YouTube channel, American Thor, where we just talk shit to all the fake alpha males, it's amazing because they always talk shit back, dude. They'll do content to talk shit back, and then you're like, hell yeah, now we got a beef going, like going. But like Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, you think they're gonna fucking respond to any of us, dude? What are they gonna say? What's Matt Walsh gonna say to me or Dan or you, dude?
Bongino's the only one who might, but he just knows you have him dead to rights no matter what. Because he's like, he knows in the back of his head, he's like, how am I going to win this argument when his point is you got caught covering for all of these demented baby eating fucks. Like, what are you going to say to that? You are dead to rights on that every time. You know, you can't win.
Dude, Tim Pool did respond kind of to us, Jesse.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, on our
I responded back to him, and then he didn't respond.
Oh, our frangible test.
That's right. I remember.
And then I just shit on him, and he didn't reply. I was like, "What's under the beanie, dude? A treasure map? Come on, man."
Yeah,
BD Shapiro.
We literally went diametrically opposite responses. Where Dan just was like, "Fuck off, Tim, pussy," and I literally like respond where because he's like, I'm genuinely asking like, what are you even trying to say? And I fucking itemized it all the way down. I'm like, there you go, dude. Like, that's what we're saying. You know?
And I was like,
thing, I've met Tim in person, and he's a really nice guy. Like, it's just
I'm sure he is.
He's not a bad guy. He's a fence sitter and he's a pussy. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit, but he is, right? Like, he's a weak man, and there's that. But like, I don't think he's like ill-intentioned like Ben Shapiro is. This dude has real fucking ill intentions towards this country because he's loyal to another country. You know what I mean?
The stuff I
just think Tim's a fucking dork. You know what I mean? So
I heard he's tall. I heard Tim's like taller than you would expect. Because like that other guy.
Okay, hold on, time out. I've got a picture of me and Tim together.
Okay, let me see. Yeah,
you guys keep going.
But the other guy, you know, the guy with the long hair that's like his on his shows or whatever. Like
Tim's not tall, dude. He's kind of tall. I think he's probably like 3 or 4 inches shorter than me and Dan.
So he's like over 6 foot.
He's probably like 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, okay, so he's
probably like a
he looked way
50.
shorter. He looked way shorter in that photo.
Nate. Oh, here we go. I got the photo right here.
You're frozen though now, so I can't. No, if you share it, I'll put. Oh, there. Now you're back.
Yeah,
but that other dude, the guy with the long hair, it's like his partner. I met that guy at PBD's studio, and he was. I was like, what the fuck? I thought that guy was tiny. He's like 6'3" or something. He's skinny as fuck.
So if you want to pull it up, Jesse, this is a picture of me, Jared Taylor from Black Rifle Coffee, and Tim Pool together. He's not a big man.
Oh, he's getting out angled in addition to not being very big, dude.
So again, man, he's not a bad guy, dude. He's a nice guy, but he's just a dork. You know what I mean? It is what it is, dude. I give him a hard time, but like, you know,
we're gonna have Jared out for a video at the ranch.
Dude. I love.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna drive up.
Oh yeah,
I'm out with him at his house too.
What am I talking about? Like, that's where I met you. Was at JT's house.
Yeah. He's gonna come up. I'm gonna see if Caleb wants to come up too, because that would be hilarious if he was in it. But dude, yeah, we're gonna have him come up, and then dude, I want to see who else is in like ultimately in Texas. I mean, I could have somebody out drive down from Dallas or Houston or wherever.
Dude, all the unsubscribed guys are there with you. There's a ton of creators out there.
Callan and Shab are here, and I can get. I mean, like, yeah, Callan is there. Well, Shab especially, but I don't think Brendan would come. He's busy as fuck.
I need to get back out there with all of us, man. We need to all do a big in-person thing there in Austin.
We do.
That'd be super fun. I was talking to Nate about this, Dan, that like if we did a thing where we like did an event at your ranch where like and you know like people do those events where like people come and they train or they do whatever, where we just come out and like Nate could do like a course, but we like did an event where people stayed on the ranch, would camp out and shit, and like
that'd actually be fun.
Yeah, because you charge a big, like the thing about, you know, obviously the majority of your viewers are fucking cool. Every viewer of mine I've ever met in person, I'm like I would be friends with them anyway.
Oh,
like, literally like all of them. But the
everyone
thing, you know,
I've met,
you do something where you give people access in person, it's a little sketch. But if it's pricey, then you know at least like it costs enough that you know only people that kind of have their shit together are going to come. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would just hire buddies to act like they're there for everything, but be like secret security and just be walking around and making sure nobody's doing anything crazy. But
yeah, you should. You guys should try to teach civilian firearms courses to a bunch of 10 random people you've never met before.
That's true. You do that all the time, huh?
I do, and it gets sketchy. I mean, I don't do it by myself. I always have at least 1 to 2 partnered instructors. Right. And a lot of that is because like, hey, if somebody decides to do something crazy, I got a buddy right there that's going to smoke this dude the second he pulls that gun on somebody. So, there's that. But
I did one of those with
sketchy.
I did it with Mike Glover, one of Mike Glover's courses. And
you taking one of Mike's courses?
Yeah. I did the pistol fighter course, and it was the day after George Floyd got killed. It was literally the next day, and it was like because I remember everybody was talking about it. It was the very first day that it had gone viral, and a dude in the course was reholstering his pistol, and he fucking shot himself in the leg. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been, like it went through his jeans and grazed his leg all the way down, and fucking nuts. I've never seen that. That's the only time I've ever seen that happen. I'm sure you've seen that a million times, but
rushing to the holster, man. That's what we call it. Yeah. It's
bad
one of the most common
discipline.
One of the most common negligent discharges is guys rushing to the holster.
Yeah.
Jesse, you know what I was thinking? If we did that adrenaline test on New Year's Eve.
I was literally in the middle of saying that. Dude, you could have given me a rifle and I wouldn't have been able to hit a fucking cow from 3 feet away if we did it right then, dude.
We had an incident. We could tell. Once Nate comes back, I don't think we should say anything.
All right.
I don't think we should say anything.
All right.
But yeah, so it's kind of I'm setting it up to be kind of a part-time wedding venue. So I could easily set it up to have events out there.
Dan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's talk offline because I was at dinner for my kid's 16th birthday last night with my dad. My dad's a land use lawyer. And I was like, because we just bought the brand new ranch. And I was like, yeah, maybe I want to do like maybe wedding venues. And he was like,
wait, you bought a ranch?
Oh, I can't hear you, Dan.
You bought a ranch?
Is Dan muted?
No, he's good.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Test. Oh.
Dude, Dan, you should have it where like the people who get married can stay in your house like after the wedding, like
Well, no, Dan, that's what it would be. So the whole house is going to be.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I was like, because I'll talk to you offline about the place we just bought, but I was thinking about doing it. And my dad was like, oh, let's talk about it because I've done this with some clients before. And dude, the amount of legalities you have to work through, insurance you have to work through is fucking insane to do wedding events. So I should get you in contact with my dad if you're going to decide to do it because he can give you free.
Well, no, I've already got it all.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
I've already got it all set up. So I'll give you my person's info. I got somebody who is going to do it A to Z.
Okay.
But yeah, Jesse, so the house is going to be cleared out and then I'm going to build another house kind of on the other side of the pond.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that's where all live. So the whole house is going to be like the huge living room will be like kind of a dance floor, and then they can have 3 different couples stay there.
Is that going to affect our current area where we shoot down? That sounds like that's right where we shoot from right now, dude.
No, it's over like on the way. So where did you buy, Nate? Or you don't have to say it on here, but.
Yeah, we're here. We're still here in Oregon, about 10 minutes down. I'll show you what we bought. But
how many?
Yeah, we bought in Oregon.
Yeah, It's like 10 minutes away.
How many acres you get?
9.
Nice.
We're gonna put a 100-meter gun range on it and a bunch of cool stuff. It's got a podcast studio already built. It's got a 3,000-foot gym in it. So got a bunch of cool shit. So
sick.
Dude,
so, but
nice.
with that,
Congrats.
we're like 8 minutes from the airport, and I'm gonna have a guest house. I'm gonna have a full podcast studio to where I have the regular studio, and then there's also going to be a collab in person podcast studio also. So I get you guys out here.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get everybody out here and we can do some in-person shit, man. It'll be
fun.
I'll
bring my kids and you can show them how to shoot correctly.
Hell yeah. Let's do some super chats.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to do them.
Jesse controls them.
Yeah. Okay. So we already did that one. So Enisan, thank you very much. And we got Celtic RN8. I'm not sure whose these are. But bringing it on America style. Thank you for the super chat. Thank
Jesse,
you.
Why don't you have that one chick you had on that one time on again so I can meet her?
Danielle? Dude, I remember right now.
I remember I turned on Jesse's stream. I think I was up in Washington. I turned on the stream and I'm like, how the fuck is Jesse's wife allowing this right now? My wife would never allow
I said that to Danielle too. I told Danielle, I'm like, I'm gonna have to have Gabrielle come on just because the audience is gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking to her for? You know? And then as soon as we got on, it was the whole fucking chat, dude. Everyone's all, what the fuck? What's going on? You can't talk to a girl that looks like that, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was a good episode though, but I was like, oh,
it was great.
What the fuck is going on here?
Well, she does the alpha male stuff too. So like, it's such a good niche for her, dude. Like the alpha male shit is
a good girl content creator dunking on all the douchebag fake alpha males, dude. That's a great niche right there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then Mark Baron Brewer. Oh yeah, Dream Team is here. God bless. JD, thank you very much, good sir.
That's a squad.
I'll start putting them up here, Nate. You can read some.
Yeah, so glad that the Hojanaki is back in prison so Big Country can rehabilitate him again. Here's to many more successful rehabilitations in the future. Who's that? Who's Hojanaki?
Yeah.
Big brother, I miss you. God bless, big bro. We don't know who's who, so we're going to read them off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're all just going to read them off. Candace lying about Erica is evil. Okay, so we got a TPUSA burner account that decided to show up for this one.
Yeah, and they got their message out for $2.
I love that shirt.
I mean, you got to, dude. It's not a racist thing. It's just the correct thing, you know.
Yeah. I'm telling Nate, when
that's
you see
that's an American culture thing, man. It's
Nate, have you seen Dan's merch line yet? Have you seen the?
I mean, Dan sends me a lot of his stuff all the time.
So
it's hilarious.
Yeah. Chi-Town is a new member for somebody. Dominar says, off topic. What do you give a woman that has everything? For starters, penicillin.
You just leave her at that point.
Yeah, if she has everything, then I don't know.
You probably have everything too at that point.
Yeah,
I immediately thought of Melinda Gates when that comment came up, and how things go for her. Dude. Good now that she left that creepy son of a bitch, but
she's a badass, dude.
Yeah,
like I respect the shit out of her. She like most people would get out of that situation and just keep her mouth shut. She's like, no, you can ask Bill about his creepy shit.
I know. I love when she got asked. She got asked about the STD shit, and she was like, "Yep, why don't you ask him about that shit?" And you're like, "Oh fuck."
That's what I'm saying. She's like, "I don't owe this." She didn't try to protect loyalty.
Him. She didn't try to cover it. She was like, "Yeah, go fucking ask him, that fucking weirdo." And you're like, "Oh, okay."
Dude, and like in circles like that with like more like, you know, because like if you go to like kind of like ghetto people, that they would expose each other, whatever. But like in the circles that they would normally
always protect,
even if shit was bad, they would cover. And she, Bill and Hillary, like, I respect her, dude.
Bill and Hillary, like, you know, they haven't actually been together for 40 years. They're just a political marriage, but they'll fucking ride or die. But like, what about Melinda Gates? Melinda Gates was like, "Fuck that, dude."
Yeah, she's like, "You fuck around with little girls, you're done, dude." Did you see Hillary that stormed out of the thing today, and they said it was because Benny Johnson posted a picture of it or something like that? Some weird.
I don't know. I haven't covered it, but I heard she stormed out.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently Benny
stormed
Johnson
out of the hearing about Epstein.
He posted an image from the just a picture that was sent to him, I think by Anna Paulina Luna maybe or something, and then Hillary Clinton stormed out and said it was because the rules had been broken because Benny Johnson posted that picture, and
what?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously bullshit, but at the same time,
she tried to say that she's never met Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, bitch, Ghislaine Maxwell was at your daughter's fucking wedding, dude.
I would bet my right arm that your husband has had sex with Ghislaine Maxwell. My right arm, dude.
I'm sure, dude.
Yeah.
Also, here, you want me to tell you guys a little bit of story about Bill?
Of course.
Yeah.
So my dad was a big politician after he was done being a Green Beret. This is back in the 80s and 90s here in Oregon. My high school I went to, Thurston High School, had the second biggest school shooting in history. It happened right after Columbine, Thurston High School. Kip Kinkle, you may have heard about that story. Well, my dad was the county commissioner at the time when all of that happened. And so Bill Clinton showed up to Springfield, Oregon, when that all happened. And I remember my dad, staunch, hardcore, fucking conservative politician. He was like, let me tell you this. He was like, I'll tell you guys this. Bill Clinton was one of the most like charismatic, fucking like endearing, like drew me in men I've ever met in my life. He was like, I expected to just be like, you know, as a Democrat, he was the president at the time, of just being like, and my dad is a staunch conservative, being like, fucking okay, whatever, he's showing up. And he was like, within 5 minutes of talking to Bill, he was like, I felt like he was my best friend.
Wow.
Did you see when they asked him about
that
Epstein?
effect? He's got that effect on people, man.
Totally. The way he responded when like just recently when they were like, can you talk about your connections with Epstein? And he like looked and had that and he smiled like, and then just walked away.
He's a god tier politician, man. Bill Clinton.
Next
creepy
level
fucking child molesting fucking son of a bitch, but politics wise,
and he's got because like there's other people who try that shit, but they don't have it like because even just watching it on camera, I was like, oh man, they just asked him about his relationship that he has with these people, and my emotional reaction to what he did to avoid the question was like, fuck, I like that guy. Gavin Newsom tried that. Yeah,
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say Gavin's the guy who's trying to be Bill Clinton, but he just doesn't have the charisma to do it.
Yeah. Heavy Duty Country, when are you going back on or going on the Fight Back pod respectively with Jake Shields?
I got to set it up with him. Where is he? Is he in Vegas?
He's in Vegas.
He's in Vegas. I just did the show.
Oh, dude, a couple
weeks
ago. I can fly out.
It was a super fun. Jake's awesome, man. It was
Jake
a super fun show.
I can fly out, fuck around in Vegas a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're going to go. We can all go to Vegas at the same time.
Guys, I haven't told you yet, but my wife, my 40th birthday, my wife's planning a big fucking excursion for all of us in Vegas this summer, and you're all invited.
Oh, we're in. Just tell me when. We're in for sure.
It's going to be good.
Yeah,
that sounds like a blast.
Two Chicken says, off topic, I believe the Island Man is alive because the proof
for sure
he's below ground is the government said so.
Yeah.
I'm not there on Charlie yet. I do like your stuff, Jesse. I think it's very compelling. But with Epstein, I'm all in on that. That motherfucker's alive in Tel Aviv, 100%.
Agree.
We lost the footage, guys, from the prison. Sorry.
Just 2 minutes. Have I told you guys the story about my buddy that's your federal he's one of I can't give away who he is because he's still active, but federal marshal, part of the special operations group. Very high profile stuff he's done. He used to take El Chapo back and forth to the same prison while he was going through his trial. He was the one that went out and got Brittany Griner from Russia. So
you told me about this.
High level in federal marshals special operations group. I remember talking to him in 2020. I was back home on leave, and we would always get together when we could. And I remember asking him, like, do you think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? This is in 2020 because he used to take El Chapo back and forth to this same fucking prison. And he goes, let me tell you a little story about this fucking prison and how obnoxiously poorly run it is and how fucking sketch and corrupt it is. This is a federal marshal who's trafficking back and forth El Chapo. He's like, one day I was bringing back El Chapo from trial. We pull into the back part of the prison where we like the federal marshals will bring the high profile, perps back to their cells. Mm-hmm. And he was like, a guy walks out, security guard, He's got a bucket of KFC chicken. No bullshit. Security guard, full fucking uniform, walks out. And this is like 4 federal marshal SOG group guys. These are the same guys that, like, when you saw in Portland, were jumping out of white vans and like people were just disappearing, full tactical gear. The highest level you can get. We 4 of us get out, full tactical gear. We've got El Chapo with us. And this guy walks out like 300 pounds with a bucket of KFC chicken, security guard. And it was like, who are you guys? And these 4 federal marshals with El Chapo are like, we're bringing back fucking your most like important prisoner, El Chapo. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, you can give him to me. And they're like,
yeah, I think I'm not giving him to you, dude.
They're like, maybe not, right? They're like, we'll come in with you, right? And he's just, oh, okay, whatever. And he like opens up the back door and they walk in and like nothing's secured. And they're just like, what the fuck, dude? And they bring El Chapo in. They bring him to the receiving area. And there's like another guy who's just fucking off. And he's like, all right, we got it from here. And they're like, okay. And they like hand El Chapo off to this guy eating a bucket of fucking KFC chicken as they walk up there. And he was like, dude, it's like the most unsecured prison you've ever seen. It would be the perfect place if you needed to like pull a high profile person like Jeffrey Epstein and like swap a body out. He was like, it would be so fucking easy to do.
Yeah, dude.
And then 4 or like 5 years later, we see this. And I like remember back to the story he told me. And I'm like, oh.
And that jail is like so many high profile, because like John Gotti, Sammy the Bull, all those mafia guys went through there. Diddy was there. Epstein was there.
Luigi Mangione's there.
Luigi Mangione was there.
Luigi, dude.
They're all there, dude. And it's like the most unsecured prison ever, according to my federal marshal buddy. He's like, it's a joke there, dude.
That's wild, dude. And the picture of Epstein's corpse, the only time that YouTube has ever done this to me, I showed the photo of the official photo of Epstein's corpse where the ear is very visible, which is very clearly not Jeffrey Epstein. And
that's
YouTube took the video down, did not give me a strike, and said I could put it back up as long as I edited out the portion where they showed that photo, dude.
What?
So are they just knocking off anybody who has Epstein in the title?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't put Epstein in the title. You can't even say his name anymore.
Here, my wife's gonna come say hi to you guys. Come on, bud.
I censor his name. I bleep Epstein out of every video.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even say. I they're now the word files now is being censored.
Nate. That's Dan.
How you doing?
Oh, nice to meet you.
I gotta come into town and meet you finally.
Yeah,
at
I
some
know.
point.
I heard. Yes.
Jesse told me. Jesse told me you were a collegiate cheerleader too.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes.
She thought Dan was you.
I get y'all mixed up
because she's like,
we're basically
like,
the same.
Partner stunt, and she keeps on. She thinks it's Dan. I'm like, Dan was not a fucking cheerleader. I promise.
No, but Dan's the same. Dan's the same size as me, so he could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I miss it still.
Where'd you cheer at?
UC Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My all of our girls do tumbling at like a cheer gym here, and one of their coaches, I'm like, he was a cheerleader as well. I'm like, can we stunt? And he's like, can you fly? I'm like, yes. And so I got to like last year for the first time in like 15 years. It was the best.
It sounds so fucking cuff.
So
they're like, hey, watch this dude throw your wife around. I'm like, all right.
Do you golf
easy.
too?
No, it's not easy. What was that?
Do you golf too?
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
I try. All right. I'm going to put the kids in bed.
All right, babe.
It was nice to meet y'all.
Yeah.
Yes. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Super chats. They're fucking piling up.
Oh my God.
We're not good about this, Jess, when we do this together.
It's so hard.
We start railing and ranting, and then we're like,
I don't want to cut you guys off and like.
No, you're good. You're good. We got to
just cut me off, man.
Yeah.
What would the people of this panel aim to achieve if Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna appointed the director of the FBI, director of the CIA, in such roles as Cross-Eyed Patel and Bongino were?
Aim to achieve?
Like what would the people of this panel, what would they be aiming to achieve if Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna appointed them to director of the FBI and director of the CIA in such key roles?
I'm still confused.
I'm confused. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Bianco for California governor. That's right, son.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a good one. I don't know if he can win as a Republican, but
Dude, I think he's leading. I'm pretty sure he's leading.
He is leading, but in California, man.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't hurt his campaign when that Democrat lady got caught on the camera. She's all, "You stupid bitch."
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. I forget her name, dude. She's not a friendly looking woman.
She is mean, dude. She is throwing a binder off a person's head for sure.
I don't know.
Danny
Dude.
Wolf says, "Sup, fellas? Did you guys see the video of Ghislaine Maxwell in Canada and her brother? It's interesting. That one is AI for sure, but I did see it.
I think.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't do a content on that one, but yeah.
I did. That's how I know, because everyone's all, you spreading misinformation. I looked
You
it up.
know
I'm
what?
like, fuck.
Dude, this is interesting because they said
There was drones flying around at that event.
A lot.
well, his security team said it wasn't theirs.
It wasn't, but there were drones there for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, when I initially saw that one, I was like, it's silly, but like further and further we've come along, and now knowing like the improvements in drone technology from the Ukrainian war, I talked to some of my former teammates that are still active duty that are dealing with training for drone warfare right now and learning about the capabilities of drones from them. This is all new, even from when I retired. I was like, oh fuck, there is potential.
That sounds gnarly, man.
Yeah. It's the modern warfare is getting fucking sketchy with drones. And
Did
so
you
the
guys
idea
hear about they ran these war game simulations with AI, and that the AI, like in 90% of them, they went all the way up to nuclear war. They're like, and the article's like, so it turns out artificial intelligence is much more likely to escalate to nuclear war than humans. I was like, oh, no shit. So we should probably put them in charge then.
Yeah, because
have you guys heard of Claudebot? It's this new,
actually.
It's this new AI thing, and
the military's like super fucking worried about it.
Well, so they made it, and then they made a social media network just for the AI assistants. And dude, like within hours, it started. They made their own language, their own religion.
yeah.
Like, dude, literally just going off the rails, and they literally can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you can't put it back.
It's done. Box. So, geez,
I think the real break point is going to be when you can put the AI brain, ChatGPT 12.0, inside of a robot, a Tesla bot or whatever that has the functionality of a human being. When you can put those two things together, we're fucked.
It is.
Well, it's just going to be like iRobot.
That's my point. You can put that AI brain into that robot, dude. Wow, we're host. And I don't think
or anything, any device or machine that's mobile and has the ability to like interact with its environment, you know?
Yeah, that's my point. And then you put an AI brain in that thing.
Yeah. It's so scary, dude. Because like I use AI a lot for a lot of different things. And yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I got this master's degree. Oh, it's over here. I actually can't see it. Primarily through ChatGPT.
Oh yeah. Dan, this one says, Dan, what are your complete thoughts on Erica?
Your complete thoughts on Erica Kirk?
I mean, I think she's pretty good looking. You know, I like her leather pants. Not for that occasion, but you know, I could do with some leather pants.
Yeah, she got a bad on that one. I didn't
That was
see
stupid.
This.
What was she thinking?
No, and you know what it is when Charlie got killed, he was wearing black jeans and that white Freedom shirt. She was trying to recreate his outfit, and she got fucking torched for it. You know,
I feel bad about that now. But
I found out. Yeah, I mean, I found out a week or two after. I was like,
you don't have to wear black pleather, skin tight fucking pants like 3 weeks after your husband gets shot in the throat on live TV. So,
well, rubbing her fingers through JD's hair makes a lot more sense. When her husband is live at home waiting for her to come home. It's like, you know, she's like, he's my best friend. It's like, well, everybody thinks that your husband's dead, so now you look like a whore.
Especially when you know JD Vance's affinity for pleather couches.
You guys taught me about that the first time we talked about this on a live. I had never heard that, dude.
That's from him.
For JD.
Well, guys, my engine blew today. I had to take a vacation day to fix the car and not get fired. Today's been a shitty day, but at least I get to watch my homie JD doing God's work.
Well, JD's not here, but
well, he wasn't.
Way to save the job, man.
Yeah, we're an hour back, but Daily Snoop says, longtime viewer, first time commenter. I would like to know Dan's complete thoughts. Please. Complete
now,
thoughts
just
on
in general,
everything.
we need to know your thoughts
On
and your
every
brain
single
in general.
Dude, you know what I think? You know what I think this was in the beginning? I was trying to say stuff, and I like somebody would chime in, and I'd say like 2 words and stop. I think that's probably why they're doing that.
They're like, hey, shut the fuck up, you other idiots. Let Dan talk.
Here's
that's
$10.
funny.
Let this guy fucking talk. And Bieber Hole 69. That's a very generous donation. I don't know who this went to, but either way, this is Bieber Hole's my guy. This is I always laugh because it's the funniest fucking handle.
No,
Bieber Hole 69, dude.
There's no symbol next to it, so I think that's you as the creator.
No, there is on my side. There's a thing. It's
no, that's her own little image thing. That's not one of the StreamYard ones.
No, but like if they have that little like connector like thing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
that's
Bieber Hole,
what that was.
Generally, Bieber Hole is my person.
Yeah, that's one of yours. I'm pretty sure.
Daily Snoob 2484. Yes, sir. Thank you all. Thank you.
No, thank you.
And Mike Zero. I remember that fucking channel, dude. For like all the fake Disney news. Off topic. I'm worried about the war with Iran. VHT. What would the shaping operation look like? Will this be a joint shaping operation with Israel and the U.S.? What will the after effects be of a war with Iran?
It'll definitely be a joint shaping operation. So shaping operations is like preparing the battlefield. So what they're most likely doing right now is gather. Well, the intel is already gathered. So you got Mossad, the CIA, everybody's all working together to figure out like where are the most high priority targets at, where are the ballistic missile systems at. And so the shaping operations are figuring all that out before they actually decide to go forward with like the massive airstrike bombing campaign that we usually do before we go to like a full scale invasion of a country. So like think about Desert Storm. We completely destroyed Saddam's Air Force. Like they had no fucking air capabilities whatsoever within the first 6 hours of the war.
Shocking.
So that's you're shaping the battlefield, right, to your advantage. So it's probably already all been done through the shaping operations. The intel's already gathered. They already know where everything is, and then it's going to go to the full scale kinetic actual air campaign, which is we're probably already past shaping operations, to be honest. As for what happens after that, fuck, dude. Like, we have a 0% success rate at regime changing. So most likely we're going to topple the regime and then it'll turn into some type of chaotic civil war, protracted 20-year fucked up situation like Libya and Iraq, and which is perfect for Israel because they don't care about, Raza Pahlavi coming in and making Iran a democratic country. They don't care about that. They just want
Shah's
Iran,
son, right?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about that. They just want Iran destabilized because if Iran goes into some bizarre civil war, then that's perfect for Israel because now Iran is no longer a hegemonic superpower threat to Israel and they can fucking do whatever they want in the region. So for Israel, it doesn't matter what happens to Iran as long as it's destabilized. That's all that matters. So
yeah.
Anyway, a little bit of
I learned that whole thing from Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes went through this one day. Like I don't even listen to his stuff that often, but he went through this whole itemized history and the strategy. And then I'm like, fuck, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, that's
really like my answer to that should be about an hour, but like in a 1 minute rant of that, that's where we're at.
Nate, did you see? Oh, I sent it to you. I was going to say, did you see us blowing up his merch?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I did see you guys shooting his Jeffrey Epstein fucking, and it didn't work. It didn't protect. I saw.
No,
that was funny. Oh, did you? I didn't ask you though. Did you buy that from his merch store?
No. No, I ordered it on like.
Wait, they're selling it somewhere. Where? Who all selling Jeffrey Epstein merch?
Dude, there's a bunch of people.
There's Epstein merch, dude. I'm gonna shop right now,
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Aaron Bruce says these awesome brothers are the leaders of America First. Hell yeah. Nate, JD, Dan, and Jesse, much respect to y'all. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
brother.
Mark.
Appreciate you. And then Kitty and Lou. I don't know who this is for, but I know exactly what she's talking about, and I can comment on this. So she said, bad news, guys. There's a YouTube video of Jelly Roll admitting some dark stuff, including him and Bunny being called known.
Here's what I'll say.
Isn't that about Nicole Arbor?
Yeah,
is Nicole Arbor doing that?
Here's what I'll say this. I wish JD was on this right now because JD is friends with Jelly Roll. and he knows everything that's going on with this, and he's going to be doing content going forward regarding this exact same thing. He was telling me all about it the other day. So just stand by, because JD's going to be deep diving this, because he's actual personal friends with Joey.
And I actually saw the video that is being referenced, and it was, to me, very clear, because like I could kind of triangulate this thing. It's like, who put this out, who was being recorded, and then what are they talking about? It's very, to me, it was very clear that what Jelly Roll was actually saying was, he was saying that someone else was he was talking about someone calling him and Bunny the Epstein and Ghislaine of this. And it was like, he was not saying that about himself.
So really what it is this woman that, I forget her name. Dan, you just said her name.
So Nicole Arbor has had issues.
Yes.
With
a lot of Jared Taylor, Suitor.
Ryan Upchurch. And these are all very, I don't know how public Jared's was, but Ryan's was, dude, like just the craziest deal.
Yeah,
and I had a public fucking issue with Upchurch, but that's long ago. But dude, that's what she does online. She just fucking finds something and hammers it.
100%. And so what she's currently trying to do is extort Jelly Roll, because she has a clip of him saying the N-word. And so what Jelly Roll, and again, this is just what I know from JD, just like short.
So what?
Much. And so what Jelly Roll decided to do was, I guess, again, I can't actually, JD told me about it, I don't remember exactly, but she's essentially trying to extort him and threaten to release the clips of him saying the N-word at some point 10 years ago. And she's trying to extract like $15 million out of him to not release the clip. Yeah, and I think the point is,
I heard that people already saw a clip of him saying that or something.
Yeah, and well, probably, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, dude, he used to be a ghetto fucking white trash meth addict with tattoos all over his face, and he was a rapper, so like hanging out with all black dudes all the time. So it's like, is there a clip of him saying the N-word at some point? Yeah, probably. And also,
freedom of speech.
But also, no one gives a fuck. Like his
no
black
cares.
community friends don't give a fuck. So, like, I don't know. If I was him, I'd be like, yeah, put it out. Fucking
exactly. It's like,
dude.
Once you
Joe Rogan said it fucking on his podcast, and was like,
dude, I call my buddies it. Like, what up, dude?
But I mean, like,
occasionally,
if you have over 4 face tattoos, you have an end card pass, dude. It's like, come on.
I don't know if it's a pass, but I also don't care, dude. It's like, oh, this guy said a bad word 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking who cares, dude? I don't know about you guys, but words don't bother me. Like, and I try to explain this. It's not just like when right-wing people say words that are mean that I don't get offended. No, I don't get offended when Hassan also says that America deserved fucking 9/11. I'm like, you know what? You're a douche for saying that. I'm gonna move on with my life. I don't need you canceled. I don't give a fuck. You said some gross shit. Who cares, dude? It's words.
Yeah.
I'm when people react to stuff like that online, I try to just dismiss anything unless someone is verbally saying it, because it's like a person typing something is a nothing burger, and there's so many fucking bots that make it seem like it's a bigger deal than it is. I gotta say goodnight to my kids real quick, but I'm gonna throw you guys these 2 of them to react to while I'm gone. So this one is a VHT in event. We go
VFT. Jesus, VFT. Who's VHT? That's the second comment.
Valhalla. I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
There's no good word for H.
Yeah.
Oh, Trigger Smart, dude.
Trigger Smart. What's up, dude?
Nice.
Wait, I didn't get the actual last one though that we just saw. That
was about the Iraq war.
Yeah, was it going to be like Iraq 2.0? And then Trigger Smart said this, and I'll let you guys answer both of those, and I'll be right back.
As for will Iran be like Iraq? I don't know. That depends on what our government decides to do with it. You know what I mean? It very well could be. We could regime change that and turn it into a 25-year protracted war. They would love that. The military industrial complex would absolutely fucking love that. But I don't think the American public will stand for that. So I think it's going to be a massive bombing campaign to, again, just completely destabilize the country. Ideally fucking kill all the people in charge, and then you just leave it in chaos, just like we did Libya. You know what I mean? Right. That's what I think. What's your thoughts on? You got any thoughts on that, Dan? On what America?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think I was a big fan of them lighting Ball on fire.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
That was like, badass.
Yeah. It's pretty tough. I'm watching Iran, and I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Kind of wish we were doing some of that stuff right now.
I know. Hey everyone, good to see all you guys together. Most of the original FBI story has been changed by them or proven false. Donate to Nate to upgrade his internet.
Yeah.
Dude, I need an internet upgrade. Jeez. I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, dude, I'm about to. Are you using Starlink or what are you doing?
No, it's T-Mobile 5G.
Okay. I got to talk to you about that because I got to figure that out for the new place.
Starlink I've heard is not great, like if it rains and stuff.
Well, it rains.
But I'll tell you what I did.
9 months a year in Oregon.
Dude, I had to like totally rig it. I've got the modem in my cabin, and then I got a mesh system.
That's what I need. Yeah.
You put it in like all the different areas, and it does a pretty good job.
Well,
the FBI story's crap, dude.
What I mean, here's the thing, Dan. Did you see the most recent breaking whistleblower report about Kash Patel and the first day of the Charlie Kirk investigation that just came out yesterday?
No.
So it turns out the FBI, and you remember the rifle wasn't found until about 24 hours later. That's when the FBI sort of showed up on the scene. It turns out the FBI didn't show up for they were almost a day late because they had no jet to get their team there because Kash Patel was using it for personal reasons. So they were 24 hours late to the investigation because they didn't have the jet to get there until he was done with whatever bullshit he was doing. Haven't figured that out yet. And so I think that they investigated it for about 24 hours and then they called it good. That's it. They did 24 hour on the ground scene investigation, and then they wrapped it up within 24 hours, and they did the indictment, and that was it. And they said we're good. We're good to go. That's all we need to know.
It sounds like 9/11, how they were doing a training exercise and didn't have fighters to go take down the planes, doing something else.
24 hours for the most high-profile, sketchy assassination that's ever happened, and they've never revisited it. And that's come from multiple different sources. It's come from the CIA, and it's also come from the National Counterterrorism Center, both that tried, and I have people that I know personally that work in these places that have confirmed this, that they tried to and were trying to investigate foreign ties. Both Joe Kent in the National Counterterrorism Center was trying to investigate terrorist foreign involvement into it, and he was shut down by Kash Patel and the FBI and told you have no access to anything that we have. And then Mike Glover also talked about one of his CIA assets, who I can confirm is also telling the truth, that also said that, yes, the FBI finished that investigation within 48 hours and also would not let the CIA be involved in that investigation. Don't you think that's a little interesting that our own government shut down different agencies from being able to help with that investigation? It's a little bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, we can only speculate, but it just reeks of something pretty high level. I mean,
it feels, and this is what I'm looking at with the most recent massive smear campaign on Candace and Tucker. Not so much Tucker, but really Candace. It feels like COVID again. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed to talk about this. And if you try to talk about this, all of our fucking bots are going to fucking swarm you. We're going to have this huge campaign that attacks you if you try to say anything about this. It feels like COVID 2.0. And it's like, isn't that bizarre that Candace Owens, regardless of how you feel about her, I've disagreed with some of Candace's content. So have Jesse. So have you guys. We're not always going to agree about everything. But don't you think it's bizarre that right when she announces her documentary on Erica Kirk, the massive spin up comes, right? The huge attack, the coordinated attack, the emails, like all of it happens. And it's like, if you've got nothing to hide, if you're TPUSA and Erica Kirk and you have nothing to hide, why are you doing a massive campaign, like paid smear campaign? You know what I mean? Isn't that odd to you guys?
I don't even know. Like I said this about Erica, how like she's portraying herself as like the goody two shoes. I've never drank. I didn't date anybody before Charlie. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, it's not about like, do you not have any skeletons in the closet? It's more of, are you sitting there and lying about it? Like, who gives a shit if you drank before dated someone? It's like the fact that you're sitting there trying to portray yourself as this like Virgin Mary.
Right.
It's like, dude, that reeks of you're gonna lie about major shit.
In defense of that though, like I think that part of why they're doing that, because it's so obvious they're gonna get caught. So it's like it's terrible strategy. But it's like, you know, it's like, why would they lie about whether she dated guys or did, you know, drank or whatever? I think that they're trying to present to the world like this is what a good Christian American girl is like.
But that's not her, dude.
I know. Oh no, I know. But I'm saying about why they would lie about something so dumb that they're for sure going to get caught for it.
But it's not. Any person with half a brain would be like, okay, but that's not it. If she would have came out and been like, I used to do this stuff, but then I gave my life to Christ or whatever, and now this is what I'm doing.
People love that, dude.
The optics are way better.
Supposed to be.
Look at JD. Look at our fucking buddy we just had on the show. He's got 48 fucking felonies. I've known JD for 20 years. Since I was 20 years old, I've been friends with JD. He's got a fucked up past. He was addicted to meth. 48 times felon. He turned his life around.
He got saved.
And he portrays himself not as a fake, I never did this, but as someone that's like, look at my fucked up past. Here's what all of you out there, and this is what JD's message is so good to all of the convicts, all of the people getting out of prison of like, I was a fucking meth addict. I had 48 felonies, but I've turned my life around. And people are like, I love that message. Yeah. Nobody's going to criticize him for that. But like to your guys' point with Erica, it's like, yeah, but you're talking about fucking being a coke whore and grooming a fucking 14-year-old. Like you're doing those things. It's all over social media. But then we're also supposed to believe you're this weird trad wife. You're this to your Dan's point, this perfect Christian trad wife. It's like, but you're not. Yeah. So why are you lying about it? You know,
I just think
they have to for TPUSA, to Dan's point of like they can't. I don't know. I mean, for us, we're like that would be a way better story. I like that.
It's just not relatable. It's not, dude. Whenever somebody says like, "Oh, I'm this perfect, Christian," I can't fucking relate to that, and I'm a pretty, in my opinion, good Christian. I mean, as far as like what we're called to do, but. Dude, like just being like, oh, I never drank and I never did this. If it's true, great. But if there's video evidence of you doing all the shit, it's like, okay, so you're a liar.
Yeah. Anytime that I've talked about drug addiction on my channel 1 billion times, and the way I frame it is like, why should anyone be ashamed to talk about that? Because like when I meet someone who's never had any substance abuse issue, I'm like,
it's not rare either.
Why is your fucking life so
almost
perfect?
Everybody's dealt with something like
everybody,
that.
Dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we got this. I'm so tired of today's world. Nothing but hostility and blame. We used to be something, stand for something. Now we are gutters. I mean, I don't
blame social media, sir.
Yeah.
Social
media incentivizes angry conflict.
I always tell people, go touch some grass, man. Like the social media world's not the real world at the end of the day. Like hang out with your family, kids. Hopefully, you have that. Go be in nature for a little while, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go catch a bass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tomorrow after school, I'm setting up a multi-sport event competition with my wife and kids. And that's what we're doing tomorrow after school. It's
nice.
Like, throw the phones away sometimes and just do real shit, Louis Paulus says, I can guarantee Tyler was a GATE kid, gifted in talent edge. I was a GATE kid.
He was.
Talented education. Many of them have been involved with looking to GATE, y'all.
4.0 in high school, I believe.
So, like for me, GATE was way less. Like, so GATE in California, it's gifted in talented education. But like for us, it was like when I was like 10.
It was TAG for me because I was in TAG, talented and gifted.
Yeah. We have TAG here. That's what we have in Texas. Yeah. Well,
I just played baseball. I didn't do any of that.
You're like, I had a GATE kid do my homework.
Yeah, that's what I read. That I was like, does he mean gay?
Dan's like, I used to shove those kids in lockers in high school, dude.
Oh,
no. Once
the bull rider on the panels, like, you fucking dorks.
There was like GATE. There was like nothing special about it. I remember when I was doing it being like, so you isolate the kids that you think are gifted, and then what you do with our time is we learn about impressionist painters. What the fuck is this? Like, it never made any sense to me.
Yeah.
Dudes and drones, thank you for chat. He says, you guys keep bringing the common sense while these fools with cognitive dissonance believe the deception. Thankful y'all are fighting against the bullshit. Wood chipper tribe MPAA. That's why covering when people get exposed taking money for opinions is mandatory.
Yeah,
because you just put them in a category. You can't trust anything they say ever after that. Nothing.
No, that's such a great point, Jesse, and that's why we've all dogged it so hard. It's like, dude, I'm not going to agree with everything everybody I'm friends with says, other than Dan. I feel like me and Dan almost always agree on everything. But even like Jesse,
you guys
and JD,
do agree on everything, dude.
Yeah, I feel like me and Dan are like 99%. But like, you know, like JD and Jesse, like I agree with you guys 80 to 90% of the time. But like, what I always know is that with our friend group, you guys are giving your real opinion based off of what you think. I never have to worry about like, hey, is this guy's got some fucking, you know, underlying scheme or like, you know, that he's trying to like push some agenda. I never have to worry about that with like Ian Carroll or any of our group or Jimmy Dior or like even Candace. I'm like, I don't think she's got any real underlying evil intentions. But when you look at these other fuckers where it's like, oh, you guys are literally being told fucking what to post and you're being paid to post it. It's a fucking joke, dude.
You're a fucking slave. You're a slave. Sick.
Especially people who were all, in the case of who we're talking about now, like vocal, huge voices about how, you know, during COVID and all this is like, look at what they're doing, corrupt messaging, whatever. And then it's like, you guys don't reckon you literally are now a part of an identical mechanism to what you railed against passionately like a couple of years ago, you know.
Bring down the deep state. Bring down the deep state. And then now they are the deep state. Fuck, dude.
A drone we already talked about that. Did I go backwards?
Yeah, we got that one already.
Sean Holt says a neck wound is easier to stage than his head getting blown off. Jesse's not only on fire, he's on point. Y'all rock. Canadian soldier here. I love you guys. Much respect. Kandahar vacationer out. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you and me both. That's actually a good point. Yeah. You can't fudge half a fucking head blown off, but you can but you can fudge just a bullet wound entrance wound.
Dude, imagine Nate, think of the gnarliest canoe you've ever seen, and imagine if that's what happened with all the same videos. Like that would have scarred people.
That's like that's what should have happened, Jesse, with a 30-06. Is you should have seen what you would have seen, and I don't want to be graphic. Realistically, what you would have seen with Charlie getting hit where he got hit is you would have seen half of his neck get ripped off of his body. His whole head would have folded over to the side, and he would have then fell off the side of the chair. That's what that would have really looked like with a 30-06, and it would have tragically horrified the nation if they would have actually seen that. That's what would have really happened if he actually got hit with the high-powered with a 30-06 round to the neck. Would have ripped half his fucking head off. Yeah, I saw Hassan Piker for the first time the other day. I saw Hassan Piker's reaction to seeing Charlie getting shot live, and it made me like him a lot more, dude. Like, because that's, if nothing else, if you actually get to see a person's reaction to seeing it for the first time, you're gonna learn a lot about a person. Because it's like, you know, people say whatever they say, but it's like, is this a person who is correctly emotionally impacted by that, regardless of what they think? It's like, that guy's got kids. He just literally got killed in front of you. And like, that made me like Hassan a lot more because he was. It
didn't hit me until like a couple of days later. I was just, dude, I was furious.
Oh my God.
When I saw it, I was just mad.
You guys, if you go back, do you know who started the FBI is fucking lying?
Who?
It was me. I did it the first day. Second day. The moment they announced the 30-06, I put out a video. You can go back and look. It says the FBI is lying. Day 2. And I was the one that came out and said, with the 30-06, here's all the fucking reasons why this is total fucking bullshit and there's no reason for you to believe it. And everything sort of spiraled off that. I'm not trying to like braggadociously claim that, but the reason why I knew that immediately, Jesse, is because I watched Charlie get shot in the throat. Mm-hmm. And then they told me it was a 30-06, and I immediately went, nope, you're fucking full of shit, dude. Yeah. Because this right here, this and a little bit of blood spurting out is not what a fucking 30-06, a goddamn fucking round that can take down a moose. That is not what it looks like. The second they said 30-06, I went, oh, whole story's bullshit, dude.
Have you seen blood like was that part realistic? Just like a kind of like river of blood out like that? Like I read a comment yesterday or today where a guy said
no, because what you would have seen is called blood atomization.
Like mist,
okay, so
right?
Well, it's kind of a pink mist. It's a frothy pink mist you would have seen. So it's called blood atomization. So when you hit an artery with a high-powered rifle round, it looks like a pink frothy almost foam that's going to immediately blow out. And then if it's hit at a carotid artery, once that like actually opens up, you're going to see that huge spill out. But what you never saw was any of like the typical, you hear pink mist, right? Like pink mist. That's what pink misting means. It's like this, it's arterial bleeding. Arterial bleeding looks way different than anything else. He got shot in the carotid artery and there was no real, I mean, this actually lends into your theory, Jesse. He got shot in the carotid artery and there's no blood atomization. There's no actual frothy pink misting. There's nothing. You just see this weird, like almost a second later, which also doesn't make sense because the carotid artery and even the jugular vein is so pressurized. It's the most pressurized artery in the body because it's keeping your brain functioning, right? So you broke an 30-06 round punctures that hole in the carotid, bro. It's gonna fucking pink mist everywhere. That whole tent, the whole tent behind him would have been fucking pink misted blood from a 30-06 round. Like it's just
I didn't even think about it like that.
Then there's nothing, right? There's no blood anywhere else. But you see the round hits, it's like a second, he starts to fall, and then you get this sort of like one pump out of a jugular vein, but then no more blood because the heart, the only way that works is that the heart has stopped because it's no longer evacuating blood out of the body for only like one big spurt. So he gets shot in the carotid artery, he gets one big spurt, there's no blood atomization, there's no pink misting, and also his heart stops. Like none of that anatomically works.
And
none
blood
of it works.
Blood would continue to come out of a wound like that
unless
the
heart is stopped. Because if the heart's not pumping, okay, you'll get the big spurt and then you're done. But if you get shot in the neck, your heart doesn't fucking stop. Why would your heart stop if you got shot in the throat?
Yeah, it would stop once you bled out. Right? Or
once you bled out, but like one pump's not gonna blur. Brother, you use a lot of blood in your body. Trust me. The amount of blood, guys. I'm trying to tell you, if you've been around people who've been shot, the amount of blood that's involved in this, and it's fucking everywhere. I promise you, it's fucking everywhere.
Even and it's nowhere.
Even a non-artery wound. I had a guy in my company hallway right before I retired, shot himself in the team room when he was cleaning his gun. And shot himself in the hand and then shot himself through the thigh. One of our brand new team leaders. Dude, he blew his pinky off, shot himself through the thigh, no arterial wounds. Bro, there was blood on the ceiling. There was blood everywhere in the team room. The hallway was fucking blood everywhere. And that was just from a non-arterial wound. And now you're going to tell me Charlie Kirk got shot in the fucking carotid artery with a 30-06 and there's no blood?
Dude,
fuck off, dude. Just fuck off with that.
Call me right after you watch episode 2. Also, because I'm really curious what you'll say to it. Because now, I have no sale for you. I've got no pressure. I literally just want you to watch it and then tell me exactly what you think. Like, just
No, I watched number 1 and number 4. I got to go back.
Yeah, I'm really curious because number 2, like the thing that, because again, first time I heard or thought about it was actually watching you. You were on with another veteran that had a lot of combat experience also, and you guys were talking about the fact that none of them had blood on their hands.
Oh, that was Alex Sticky Green Bray. He's a Special Forces medic, bro.
Yeah.
Our Special Forces medics are probably some of the highest trained trauma medicine doctors in the world.
Yeah,
and he was like, no, that's not a thing. It's fucking none of this is real.
And there's like no footprints, no blood. Yeah, because like there's no blood trail. So Dubs said to me when I floated the theory to, and he's all, you want to know what I noticed? He's like, in the videos where they're carrying his body, there's no blood trail. Because Dubs did 24 years in like maximum security. He's seen a million people get taken off the yard.
Yeah.
And he said, he's like, there was no blood. He's like, it was weird. There's no blood trail,
dude.
No blood
People
trail.
Don't understand how much blood is in the body, and when someone is shot, it's just fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And again, I know it's just hard for people who haven't been in those situations to see it, but someone like me that's just seen a lot of high powered rifle, and not only that, but I mean, I've treated high power rifle rounds in combat on the ground, and it's just like, dude, I treated a guy who got shot in Afghan, who's got shot through the bicep here, right next to me. Dude was right fucking next to me in a near ambush. Got shot through the bicep. There was more blood from him being shot through the bicep than Charlie Kirk being shot in the carotid artery. It's just like,
I gotta hit it in a second, guys.
Yeah, me too. Pretty soon.
All good, dude.
Let's try to get.
We're not even close on these super chats.
I know. It's one of those things. Like it's like you either have to prioritize it being a good stream or just
we're so
reading
bad
super
about
chat.
it.
You know,
we're so bad about it. Try to.
I'm gonna go
try
like
to.
this.
Let's try to.
I'm gonna go like this, like, brrr, and let me actually do it like this, like.
Just throw them all on the screen.
Do the at least do the $20 and up.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the way.
So,
guys, sorry, guys, but like,
I'm sorry, too, guys. It's like it's not like I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. It's but this guy did.
Shit, Penna always shows up.
He did 150 bucks. Yeah,
this is Penna, dude. Penna, I love Penna, dude. He's one of my regulars. Go back to Penna. One of my regulars.
Right.
Just look how I love Penna's always here, just fucking jacked out of his mind. He's always just flexing on me every time. I'm like, God damn it, dude. He's just way more jacked than me.
Oh, and he's talking about the Hegseth.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No way he benched that.
Oh, should we talk about that? Because, dude, did you see the Instagram video I put up?
No.
How many reps did he do? How many reps did he do in the video?
One on 315.
So
Penna said, I'm putting these 50 clams up, betting I could wrist curl the bar Hegseth used for his 315 bench because it was probably 177 pounds. So I put out an Instagram video yesterday because one of my buddies was like, I don't know if it's true or not. And I'm like, well, can you bench 315? And he was like, I can bench 225 twice on incline. And I was like, okay. And I was in the gym and I was like, let me see how many times I can bench 225 on incline. And so I did it 16 times.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but 315 is actually hard for me. Like I can do 3 reps, I think. And I'm 245 pounds. And Dan, you're probably same size, if not a little bit bigger than me. What's the odds that a 178 pound skinny fat chud 50-year-old Pete Hegseth can bench 315 pounds?
Dude,
I've never even tried to do more than
315 is the most I've ever done. Dude. The most I've ever done was 6 with 315.
Yeah, and we're huge, dude.
You guys are fucking enormous.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. And this motherfucker.
But that's almost that's when I was 265, so that's almost 100 pounds on him. There's just no way he did that.
And he's 50 years old or 50-ish years old.
And there was no play in the bar.
And he's got terrible.
He didn't bounce he didn't bounce it off the chest either.
You can at 315. At 315, there's going to be a little bit of tolerance to where you can see it dipping a little bit. There was nothing.
Yep. No, I don't believe it for a second.
I've seen little guys put up big weight, but he looks like
but here's the thing. He's sick, and this is what I talked to my buddy about. I was like, if he was 5'6", 180, I'd be like, okay, you got your short man, short arms. It's a little bit easier to bench. But dude, he's 6 feet tall. He's 6 foot 180. Yeah, he's 6 foot.
No fucking chance.
He's 6 foot 180 with the body of a 50-year-old lesbian. And you're telling me he can bench 315 when I can bench 2 to 3 reps on 315? I don't think so, bro.
I mean, dude, there are guys who can train up to it, but you have to dedicate your life to that. And he does not. He does not dedicate his life to benching.
No. Yeah. No, I think it's all fake.
Astrologically speaking, near almost every famous person, including Charlie Kirk. Wait.
I don't know.
It looks like it cut off.
And then she said, you can actually find anybody's natal birth chart by Google, but not Erica's. No time of birth is found, and her date at birth is controversial now.
I saw from also not just that, but Candace's first episode, her mom, been married 4 times, and like the marriage dates are all fucked up, and like different documents,
and like
different
people are just like
dates.
writing on the documents.
Dude, no notaries. It's just,
dude,
they get married, Chili.
I probably did. It's bizarre.
Check this out, dude.
Bizarre, dude.
On the astrological charts. Okay, so I like the reason I know what this is so when I first met Gabrielle, it was creeping up. It'll be 20 years in July. Like we looked up, we Googled like our natal charts, because it's a lot different than just like, oh, I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Scorpio. It's this gigantic thing, and there's all these. So like there's like 12 houses, and in each house there's an option of another like 12 signs that can be in each one. So Gabrielle and I, we did ours, and every single one in all 12 houses was exactly the same. We changed our birth time by 45 minutes, and every single one was different. We changed our birth location. Every single one was different. We had 4 other people in our crew pull them, and we didn't have a single one that was the same as any of them in any of them. And every single one of them was exactly the same. And I was like, I remember just being like, well, Jesus, if this is not a fucking closed deal to let this chick marries me, then I don't know what the fuck is, dude. It's like, it's statistically impossible that this just happened. So, and it worked out. That's the only reason I know what one of those natal charts is. Okay, so Candace only mad that she. Okay, so that's.
I think Candace Owens is doing just fine. Actually, not running TPUSA. If I had to guess, financially.
Okay, so like if she sells ads and they probably base it on 2 million views. If 100,000 views, like
Candace is making probably $500,000 a month on AdSense.
Oh, I think.
On AdSense,
$500,000 to $1 million a month. So I don't think she's that worried about it
per episode. Like it's like if my ads get based on like 100,000 views, probably be around like on average maybe 2,500 to 3,000. And so if she's doing them on 1 million, that would be 25 to 50. And if she's doing it on 2, she's doing like 50 grand an ad read. And then she does like 4 of those.
Yeah.
So each episode, she's probably doing $250,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking
so I don't think she needs TPUSA. To be honest,
no, dude, she's good. All my favorite all-in-one show. Keep doing it. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you.
And then let me see. I don't want to skip any of the like really big ones, and I'll go backwards. Okay, so Luke, this is the most fiance is my plan on calling my kids an example. Hey, babe, I'm gonna change this little word's diaper.
Luke, I think you've been drinking, brother.
Yeah.
We love you though.
Roast you out, buddy.
Yeah. Beth says would like everyone's reaction to Erica's presence, which I feel looks like she was hypnotized or some other type of mind control after Charlie being taken out. She doesn't act normal, like a robot. Thoughts. Love you guys.
I think she's just fake. I think it can look like that when someone's not acting real.
Yeah, I think she's and it's kind of fucked up for me to say this because literally every special operator falls into this category mentally. She's a high level sociopath bordering on psychopath for her behavior. There's really no other way to look at it. I don't think she's not under mind control, but she's the type of person that I think she is kind of a reptile, right? So she's kind of not emotionally being affected by what's happening, but she is trying to take advantage of the situation, and she's trying to act as if she is this traditional wife that's completely, devastated by what happened, and she's not. And I think that's what everybody is. The one thing, and I think you guys can understand this, and really what delineates success between social media creators is authenticity. Human beings can fucking sniff out authenticity or lack of authenticity, all human beings, like this. And the second people see you're not authentic, which Erica Kirk very clearly is not, then everything starts to spiral out of control. And the same thing with all these creators, man, is it's just like Ben Shapiro's and all these other guys where they're not authentic. People can tell. And so that's what I think. I think she's just somebody that's a high functioning sociopath. So maybe a psychopath really at this point. But yeah, I don't think she's under any mind control, to Dan's point. Like fake is another way to say it, but I think she's just acting out as if trying to be. She's trying to portray herself to what she thinks she needs to show the public, which is this, grieving widow, but she's not a grieving widow. And so we all can tell it's not authentic, and we can all see it. We can feel it. We can viscerally feel it, right? Can't we all feel it when she gets on the screen? You feel that she's not authentic. It's not that like somebody says it. It's like you just watch her and you're like, something is not authentic about this woman.
Yeah. It's literally like a survival instinct that humans have, is the ability to size up strangers for authenticity, because you have to assess whether they're a threat or not. But like, I obviously see this differently, because I'll put it like this. If Charlie Kirk's dead, I agree with every single thing that Nate just said. And I think that he's not dead. And I think that, so like 80% of what he's saying is I'm aligned with, except I don't think she's a psychopath or a sociopath. I think Charlie's alive, and she is completely floundering, trying to portray the grieving widow. And
still a bad actor. Yeah.
Terrible actor. Terrible actor. Yeah. And we're like, it could be. And for me, when I watch these old videos of her and Charlie, like from social media, I don't feel the way that I feel watching her now at all. Like, I don't feel that. I look, I'm like, oh my God, like this is what she's really like. And she's just like normal. She's like a light feather, kind of like la la la. And I think if I'm right, I think that's why Charlie misjudged this plan so much, is because he looked at her and he's like, how could anyone ever think anything other than like they're going to love her? And he just didn't. It didn't dawn on him that it's like, yeah, but.
Well, I think they all thought that, Jesse. I think TPUSA thought that. I think everybody thought that. Yeah, that she was going to be. And it fooled me, dude. I didn't say a negative word about Erica Kirk for like 3 months. For 3 months, I was way after everybody else that sort of turned that corner to start attacking her. And my chat knows we didn't say a goddamn negative word about her for like 3-4 months, until it got so obnoxious that we were just like, "What the fuck is this, dude?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my arc was I'm gonna stay off it. And then it was kind of like, what the fuck? And then it went to here. And then there was a moment where it was so absurd.
Yeah.
That's the moment where my brain clicked. And I'm like, this is like, Charlie has to be alive, because this makes no sense. It was the recording of that phone call that Candace played. Go for it, Dan. What you got?
I'm just raising my hand now.
Dan's new to live streaming, Dan. You just got to
Dude, I got to hit it. Dude. I got to hit it. I got a hard stop.
Okay, later.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah.
We got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
But you guys, I apologize on super chat.
We gotta get this like four-way the boys stream going on like a weekly basis here. We got
to do it on Thursdays.
Yeah, let's do it. Now that I got my internet figured out.
Dan finally can live stream.
I know.
And I'm saying, like, if we do this every Thursday, we can get guests that come on, and like the only rule is we don't do any, like, if they come on and they're usually the person that talks about whatever, they're not allowed to talk about that. They come on here and they have to just be normal and be one of the boys.
You're supposed to get Jank on here, dude. Jank and Anna.
Jank said he would do it.
Dude, let's get Bongina on.
Oh my God.
Let's get Bongina on.
Does anybody got connections to Bongina?
Well, maybe, but
honestly, probably be the best thing that could possibly save his career. If he walked into the lion's den of a group of dudes like us and was like, you know what, fuck it, you guys can grill me, you can make fun of me,
break my balls.
I'm going to be lighthearted about it. I'm going to do the best I can to explain it. He could probably fucking fix his career, but he'll never do it.
Yep. We could fix the fucking country. We have these people on, like Jank comes on, and like because like I've been on Jank's show a bunch. He's been on mine. I fucking like Jank, dude.
I think Jank's a good dude, man. I don't agree with a lot of his politics, but I think here's the thing with like guys like Jank and Anna. I think they're America first. Mm-hmm. They just have different, politics and ideologies that lean towards that. But I'm way more comfortable with someone like Jank or Anna than I am Ben Shapiro or fucking Randy Fine or fucking like Lindsey Graham, any of these fucking shills, you know? So.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
Boys.
All right, guys.
All right, you guys.
Later, everybody.
All right. See you, everybody.
Later.